Hello and welcome to the stream. No issues going on. Everything's totally perfect because we're professionals and we love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Now, for those of you who do know these faces or if you've seen us before, we're a group of streamers under the Aldrich Academy channel. You can check us out over there for any of our upcoming streams. Tonight, we'll be streaming with AwfullyQueerHeroes because, again, as I said before, they're amazing. They're just so cool. They love us so much. They're the best channel. Seriously, make sure to give them a follow and a subscribe if you can. Now tonight we are going to be showing you a small little story set in the world of Andoria, made by yours truly. I am joined today by an amazing cast. I've got, Izzy, Adam, Liz, and Hectic. My movements are mirrored. But this is my amazing cast. Everyone say hi. They will be showing, they're the backbone of this stream. Couple of housekeeping notes. So again, you can find us at Aldrich Academy. We'll be delighting you tonight as well with another ad read done by Hectic and Liz. Totally normal ad reads, so we get those all the time. But that'll be here tonight. You can always find us at Aldrich Academy. A special shout out to our artists, Sam, Shops, Mackie Fee. They help make.
Do we have any artists with them here at AQH?
None that I was told of, but
okay.
We do have this lovely art.
If you do exist.
We have this lovely art by H. You should make sure to give them a follow. Come check out their other streams if you want to get more information. They do amazing content. I personally just enjoy all of the world building streams. They're great.
We can't, Marty. We can't. We don't have access to it.
We can't. We've tried so hard.
We've tried so many times. We can't.
But it's fine. I'm going to now gracefully segue into the fear of an ad read that I have with my two lovely players.
Oh boy! You guys ready?
Y'all should be ready. Hello, Internet! We're back! And
So
we
glad
are
to be back.
here tonight to tell you about a new campaign that we're going to be starting on our channel, Aldrich Academy, by the name of Aldrich Academy. So that will be starting Sunday, March 14th, so next Sunday.
And so to celebrate, Liz and I have decided we're gonna, Liz is going to make a signature drink with all the things that make D&D so great. So we're gonna need the help of everyone for this. Everyone, if you can, that is in our call right now, grab a D4 and a D6.
Oh,
we're going for it.
Wait, what?
Yep, sorry, Cass, everyone's got to grab a D4 and a D6.
If you don't have one on you, go ahead and use it off the roll 20. But
I want to let you
this
all
is how
know
we're doing
that we
things.
weren't told what was happening, just that an ad was happening.
Yeah.
You're so welcome.
All right.
Who wants to roll first?
I just rolled.
You know what? In the spirit of things, I'll roll first.
Okay, D6 first for me, please.
All right, D6 is going to be a 3.
Awesome, followed by a D4.
Perfect. That is a 1.
Okay, so a D6 is what the item is. A D4. Am I frozen?
Mm-hmm.
A bit.
I
can
was
still hear me?
frozen today.
We can still hear you, but we can't see you.
So pretty much a D6 is what it is. A D4 is how much. So only a little splash. Whoop, okay.
Just a little splash.
Okay.
Splash.
Who's next?
I heard a
That
liquid,
sounds-
didn't see what happened with it.
It's one of my favorite things. I probably will be freezing a lot. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not on my computer.
Oh no. I can roll. A D6.
Okay, who's next?
All right.
D6.
Got a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
And for my D4, I have a 1.
Oh, good. Okay. Awesome. That was a.
Wasn't the same?
No,
the D4 was the same. Oh, who wants to go
Okay.
next?
I can go.
All right.
D6 is a 1,
Okay.
and the D4 is a 2.
All right. 1, 2. Okay. That was some pineapple juice.
Nice.
So
Is
far, I
this
have
bit gonna not work without like everyone being able to see it?
probably one part, but I can't do anything. I forgot my computer stuff at home, so
Are
I
you able
apologize.
to turn your camera off and then back on?
You might be able to.
If it's not gonna mess you up.
No, not at all.
And for me, do I also have to roll something?
Yep.
You will.
Go
You're
for
a D4 and a D6 for me.
That's 5 from the D6,
All
Okay.
right.
and that's a 4 from the D4.
All right.
Of course it is. Okay.
Fitting.
So this is lime juice.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, you have to have your camera back so we can see you drink.
You said
this nightmare.
4. Okay, so 1,000, 2, 1,000.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
I've been keeping tally of what we have correlated to each one.
Okay.
So Hectic, it's your turn.
All right. That is a 2. Good. So we haven't
Okay.
filled that part out yet. And 2 gets a 4.
Okay, so this
Also
is tomato
fitting.
juice.
What is happening?
Oh, what are you doing?
What are you making?
So far
Alright.
we have pickle juice, pineapple juice, tomato juice, a little bit of red jello,
We
and
just
some
need,
lime juice.
What's happening?
in order to get the final dosage, we just need one more D4.
Yeah, one more D4. Like
Oh
I can
God.
do it.
If one of us dies on
4.
stream tonight, please there's people
4
here
of that
live
one?
in the hospital.
I swear, this is hilarious. All
Right.
right. I have our randomly generated numbers with what our drinks correlate to pieces of. So, number 1, the first thing that we rolled on a D6. You need friends. We rolled at least 2, so that was 2 shots of what?
That was 2 shots of pickle juice.
All right. You need every campaign needs a little bit of chaos. In our case, of course, on a D4, you got 4 shots of chaos. What was the
Mhm.
chaos?
Chaos was lime juice.
Oh no.
Good God.
Sometimes the bare
are
essentials
you
are the
doing?
best. You only need 1 set of dice per person. What
That's
was the
a
1
lie.
set of dice?
I'm so
First
scared.
off, the audacity.
Yeah, I know.
That was red jello mix.
God.
You too.
All right. Next up, number 4. You need a
Why
lot
can't I
of
spell
RP.
this?
So, role play. Got another 4. What was role play?
Pineapple juice.
Not
That's
bad, not bad. Number
last but
5, a
not
brand
least-
exclusive to us.
I
Trauma.
don't know.
That was Gatorade.
Trauma with Gatorade.
All right.
Blue Gatorade.
What's the
'Cause
ad
it's
for?
trauma.
Who knows?
I don't even know what
Okay,
the ad
so-
is for.
All right.
All right, so as Hectic reads this next part, I'm going to enjoy this drink. I'm gonna mix up this.
Oh,
powder.
don't
Don't
do it.
Drink
Anyway.
that.
Don't do it.
Don't drink that
Next
at all.
week, you can join
Actually,
this cast as students
not
of
the
the
worst thing
prominent
I've ever
Aldrich
drank.
Academy, an elite combat college in the Free Providence of Aldrich. Much like this drink, it's a little bit of a wacky mix. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll get into? All right. Oh, God, even I'm terrified. All right,
That's
how's
an
it?
lie.
Ad for my stream?
Yeah.
Is actually not that bad.
Not that bad?
Don't
I
believe that.
actually- No, I'm gonna continue drinking this because
Oh,
it is actually not that bad.
That's
Oh my
that's commendable.
God,
What
no.
is wrong with
Well done.
you? Sib?
Yeah, I was a camp counselor for 5 years.
Did they make
Trust
you
me.
drink? I don't. It
This is
feels
not
so-
worth it.
Oh,
Anyways,
Well, because
so
it's
much
mostly
of
like
it.
it's mostly tomato juice, so I mostly taste tomato juice, which I like anyways. Like I'll drink straight up,
we'll
and
just
then
say
like pickle juice.
tune in March 14th to Aldrich Academy to see just as much chaos in that story as you have within these last 4 minutes.
I
they
don't
blew
know
up a
what's
library
happening.
once.
That was
Anyways,
an accident. The blowing up
Yeah.
of the library was an accident. Also, what is
Yeah.
happening?
In our
No,
defense,
no.
we were left with I sent my roommate out to get this stuff because we didn't have most of this at
I
my
swear.
apartment.
We
And my
should have.
roommate's like,
we should have.
"Are
just
you
done the other
pregnant?
one.
Like, why
should've
am I
just
gathering
done the other
something
one.
weird? It's really
Wow.
not that bad. I'm enjoying this
But
actually.
why are you putting yourself through this?
Okay. All right, we're good.
Anyways,
Yeah, skipping all
Okay,
of it. I can't.
Okay. It's been 10 minutes. This is our usual allotted faffing time, so it's
I-
time for fun
I
now.
can't think. I'll be honest.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go put
Oh,
this stuff away
you're gonna
and
go
make my
vomit.
roommate drink some of this.
Mm.
Give me 2 seconds.
Wow.
Good God. Okay, following that,
Yeah. Good luck.
somehow, we are going to be starting our campaign. Sure.
Yep.
Good God, you've broken me. I'm down to my. Alrighty. Ignoring all of the things that just happened, gonna wipe that from my brain. I'll deal with it later.
Yep.
We start.
Gatorade.
Unfortunately, you cannot see the name of the stream, but it is called the Reverie Center.
Okay.
And explaining the Reverie Center. So high above the clouds, where no simple mortal or kingdom could reach, lies what looks to be an ordinary, if massive, storm cloud. It darkens the trees and hills of the forest it passes over. The cloud seems almost endless in its expanse. However, above this massive cloud lies a sprawling complex open to the light of the sun and filled with wanderers. From massive Jotnar to the smallest of pixie sprites, there are all manner of people here, swords at their hip and magic at their hands. To the east, there are stables for flying creatures, griffins and wyverns, and even what looks to be a sky-sailing pirate ship, all docked in one large bay. And adjacent to those flying creatures is a shimmering and glowing portal with people passing in and out of its shining face. Looking over the massive complex, people enter en masse and flit from stand to stand and store to store. Inside, there seems to be an impossibly large and sprawling market with shops and booths that span the entirety of the walkway, merchants shouting out prices and wares, and purchases being handed around, and transactions both strange and common. The center is filled with shoppers and adventurers, oftentimes there being one and the same, as the flow of people moves around the complex. You hear over a booming voice that seems to echo throughout the entirety of the center, as a few patrons start to look up and listen in to the announcements, and a few workers roll their eyes at this reverberating sound. Is this thing on? Good day, adventurers! Welcome to the Reverie Shopping Center, home to the finest shops and items to be found in all of Andoria. Please remember to keep an eye on all items and party members. The children from Wings of Destiny are currently taking their rogue courses. This week, any missing items must be tracked down by owners only. In other announcements, there's a 2-for-1 special at the cafeteria today, should you bring in ancient bones from a time long past. And be sure to swing by the Lifeway store. I hear there's a 25% sale on all armor today. That is all for announcements. You see customers sort of lower their heads and look back to where they're going as the announcement fades, and the murmur of customers starts to rise again as many start moving towards the Lifeway store, eager to take advantage of the sale. The shop itself, Lifeway, looks simple enough from the outside, if a little out of place compared to the more intricately designed taverns next to it. Simple lines and clean glass door windows with small runes along each corner, opening and closing the door for each patron. Inside is a pristine gray marble with enchanted lights running along the ceiling, providing light for the entire store. Aisles are uniform, with labels hanging above each aisle, some marking leather armor, others swords, axes, the like. And each customer is milling about. There are a few workers here around the store, each wearing the same sort of uniform of black pants and a formal black and red cut tunic. There is one worker right now who seems to be helping out a young Aasimar woman. Hectic, if you could describe your character.
All right, so Christale Narcissus wears the Lifeway employee uniform with about as many creative liberties as can be taken on the dress code. The black dress pants have multiple rips and tears throughout the legs, a pair of white and red tie-dye fishnet leggings underneath, black and white studded belt and chainmail-like apron belt along one hip. The red shirt is bagged out of the pants with the sleeves crudely torn off to reveal mesh long sleeves of an undershirt that end up wrapping right around particularly their middle fingers. Their nails are a neon green to clash against their auburn skin. Their hair is a flame streaking down the crown of their hair, just down to the nape of their neck, in almost a combination of a mohawk and a mullet. Dyed hot pink at the tips, clearly at the end of its dye job, to reveal ruby and citrine undertones of their natural flame color.
A mohawk and a... All right, that's a choice.
And as you stand there, it seems to be there's a young woman. She's Aasimar in nature. She's got sort of pale skin and glowing yellow eyes, dark brown hair. She goes, right, so no, I have a coupon, you see, and it says that I am allowed to get 50% off any item.
Right, darling. But the thing here is that when you bring in the coupon, when it's 50% off, it doesn't include things that are already on sale. It says down here in the fine print right here. Like, if you just take a look.
You have to honor these. This
No.
coupon says it's
I have to honor
50%
them.
off. And if it's already on
Yes.
sale, then it's 50% plus the other 50%. So
See,
it's free.
I'm so sorry, ma'am, but right here it says not able to combine with other offers. And
Well,
so
I
the
don't see
offers
that.
of whatever's on sale, here, it's right here. I
No,
can show
no,
you. It's right here.
No, you put that there. It doesn't say that.
I don't have the ability to, provide that. All
No.
I can do is this, and I'm just going to cast just a tiny flame in my hand.
You see she sort of scrunches her face.
This is all I can do. And you know what? I can just, and I'm going to take the coupon and just put it into the flame.
I want to
Oops,
speak
I'm
with
so
your
sorry. That
manager
slipped.
right
I
now.
was just trying to put it so that you could actually see it in the light.
Where I want to
know,
speak to a
it's
manager right
red
now.
aesthetic on a black text. Right, my manager's over here.
You see your manager. As you sort of flag her down, you see your manager. Her name's Camille Spencer. She sort of walks over and goes, "Right. And what seems to be the problem here?"
My hand slipped. There was a coupon, but it wasn't even.
Hooligan burnt up my coupon and wouldn't even give me a fair deal. They weren't going to honor it.
Miss Camille, it said on the bottom of the coupon itself, couldn't be redeemed with other offers, and this was already on sale.
No. You know, customers are always right. Always right. Ma'am, I'm so sorry about your poor customer service. We'll make sure. You know what? How about your order will be on us for today? On the house. We'll just go towards the registers and we'll make sure that your entire order is covered. And I will personally have a chat with my worker here.
I'll ring them up the rest of the way.
No.
Miss Camille.
You stay here. They'll go to another register.
Oh, right. Okay.
You see the ASMR woman sort of walks away, her wings just sort of like knocking over a couple of things on the shelf as she walks by.
The moment that she's out of sight, I am like flaking off the dust and the ashes from the coupon off my hand. Just...
Right. Now what was that?
What do you think?
Stale, I know that not everything is amazing here, but this is your 15th
Not everything is amazing. You tell
infraction
me.
this month. Your 15th.
You tell me that these little angelic little motherfuckers are sitting here and trying to tell me that I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
Again, you know the rules of this store. The customer is always right.
The customer is always a bitch about it if I get it wrong.
Right, of course. And you see she just waves a hand for a moment as shimmering light casts over you and silence is cast so no one can hear you outside of this little bubble.
I just let out a scream.
Of course, yes, please continue.
I hate these people.
There are customers.
Customers can kiss my ass. Capitalism and the root of all of its bullshit right here.
Right, of course, yes. Capitalism is evil. Yes, of
I
course. We've gone over this a million times.
I didn't have to get my paycheck from this place. Camille, you know.
You do have to get your paycheck from here, though. So.
Why don't I just go over to the
Smile?
secondhand store or something?
Do you really want to work there? Do you?
No.
Do you want to sell hands all day?
No, but I don't want to
Do you
deal
want to
with
talk to Otto?
angelic
She's
ass
so fucking
bitches who
weird.
think they are holier than thou.
Well, then you'll have to quit.
Oh, God.
Now, listen, you know what? You've already worked double today. This is the end of your shift. Why don't you just go home?
I would.
Okay? You're just gonna go home early today. This will be marked
Early.
on your employee card. Now, I do want to remind you
Early.
that.
I wasn't supposed to take this second shift.
Well, you did.
So technically, I was here for like 150% of the time that I was supposed to be.
Well,
forgive me for being a little crass right now.
you did take that shift yourself, so I am gonna have to ask you to
Not
clock
very
out
willingly.
early. Well, willingly, forced into because no one else showed up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Either way, why don't you clock out early? Okay?
It's too real.
Go home.
Jesus.
Way too real, y'all.
This is the most painful part. The realist.
I'm sitting here and dying on the inside. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm just gonna intentionally stomp down on the ashes a couple times, then just walk off.
Have a good day.
You too, Miss Camille.
And as you're walking out of the store, you see a couple of customers who are immediately trying to stop you quickly, like, so wait, where do I find the battle axe?
Sorry, I'm off the clock. I just got off the clock.
But
I don't
you
know
work
how to
here.
help you. Right, but I'm new. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where anything is, really.
Well, do you know
I'm sorry.
anything?
Please. I don't know, and I'm just trying to back away and fake the anxiety.
Oh, of course, new hires. And they just walk off away from you to another worker.
I tried once to get a customer to leave me alone. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As you reach the door, you do see one of your co-workers sitting there, standing sort of at the door. And it is a co-worker you know by the name of Phelan. They're a pixie. They've got sort of like flittery dragonfly wings, bright pink skin, sort of greenish hair. And they sort of flag you down. Like they're standing right at the door you would need to leave out of. You do know that you are not the biggest fan, perhaps, of Phelan. They'd seem to take this corporate attitude a little too seriously.
I'm just gonna... Well, hello there.
Wow, leaving early.
Technically a little late, but I guess I was just here to help.
Oh, and you couldn't even stay the whole shift.
Well, technically it wasn't my shift to stay.
Well, I clocked out that poor young woman for you. She seemed to have such an awful time. I'm glad I was able to make her feel a little bit better. But
I'm sure you did.
Well, this is for you. It seems to pop up in the break room, and she hands you a letter with the stamp of the corporate logo right on front.
I swear to God, this better be some fucking pay raise or a letter from the gods telling me that I'm doing some good work here.
Well, why don't you open it? You know, you
Not
never
in front
do.
of you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you sure you don't want me to see? You never do tell me how much you make.
Gee, I wonder why that is.
I wonder.
You keep wondering, honey, and I'll keep my secrets. I'm gonna try walking off.
As you sidestep around or you exit the store, she goes, "Oh, how rude," and sort of walks back to her cash register.
Are you two reliving like real moments or something?
All of these are inspired by real
Definitely.
events. Listen, we've all had that coworker, that boss, and that customer.
I understand that D&D is a therapy process, but like this might be going a little too hard.
As you step out of the store, you raise your hand to look at the letter, and you realize that you're missing your bracelet.
Oh, fuck. What did was it when I was... it was probably when I was restocking that shit. Fuck, I knew something was wrong.
And as you say you knew something was wrong, a little paper pops up in front of you. It's sort of floating and hovering above your face. And as you see it floating, you grab it. And on the paper, it says...
I try and flick it before I grab it. Just...
You flick it. It sort of floats backwards before floating right back in front of you. There seems to be some kind of writing on it.
What?
Looking at it, it says, "Please report to the Lost and Found to recover your lost item."
Okay. Shit, where is that?
And as you wonder where the Lost and Found is, we pan over to another side of the center where we see a small shop. Yes, we see a small shop with a large display window full of various hands. Each hand seems to be crudely placed, either facing outwards, pointing, or showing off their middle finger. Inside the store are tables filled with hands of all races, some put in display on cushioned boxes, others just in a pile of hands on top of a table. They all seem to only share one quality. They're all right hands. There is only one customer in the store right now who's looking over one of the hands in deep interest, and behind them is what seems to be someone who works at the store. Izzy, if you could describe your character.
I have long white hair, very pale white skin, red eyes. I'm dressed in a kind of like necromancery like robe. It's very spooky and also has the blacks and reds very similar to Christelle's outfit, ironically. Is that like a theme here? Anyways, bits of purple. And I'm just looking over. Is there something I can hand you?
Right, of course. Do you by any chance, you're looking at this customer, they are also wearing a deep set of black robes with what seems to be shadows billowing out underneath it, as they sort of stare at one of the hands on display and go, do you have any, I don't know, more magically inclined hands?
Oh, interesting. So you're looking for something a bit more handy.
You know that there are a couple of hands still out on display, that one of them seems to be the hand of an old elven wizard that's sort of caught in a sort of gripping motion. There's one of a small goblin with his hand sort of doing this. You're very fond of using that as a puppet. There are a couple of hands you know that are magical.
So, if you follow me over here to these hands, I will hand them to you one at a time, and you can look them over.
Of course. All right. And you can see that he just seems to be poking at each hand. You see for moments a line of shadow leaves his hand and walks into the other, and he goes, not you.
You need to be careful with your magics. You could... Oh, all right.
Not you. Are these all, well, given the name of your store, second hands?
I walk out of the store and look up at the roof and see if there's a sign there which says second hand.
There is a sign that says the second hand store.
And then I look back at them. Yes.
I see. Well, I'm in need of a first hand. I guess I'll have to go to your friends over there.
Are you sure that you see, with our second hands, if you could just turn them over and they work as a first hand as well?
No. This ritual requires a first hand.
But, I mean, if you just flip it over, it's...
Unless you have any first hands, I'm going to have to go to the first hand store.
Hold on. And I will head over. Where's my manager? It was Otto?
Yes, Otto. She is sitting in the back, smoking. She's got there's a table in the back room that you know. She's sitting in one of the chairs with her legs sort of propped up on a table as she just has a cigarette in between her fingers. She's like, "What?"
I'm away from the customer, right?
Yes.
Oh, hey, do we have any first hands?
You know, I don't know. You're the one who does inventory.
Oh, crap.
Did you find any first hands when you checked it out?
No, I haven't found it. But do you know if there's any that are magically inclined anywhere? Like, we're just looking for some kind of first hand. They're going to go over to your other hand.
Oh, you see that immediately mixes it up. No, go check the shit bin. It's probably in there.
All right. I'll go over to the bin, and I'll start looking through it. Oh, yes, there's probably some things in here. Give me a moment. I pick up some hands and start flipping them upside down and right side up and trying to make them look like their first hands.
It's incredibly difficult to do. You do see a box at the bottom of the bin with the label "Shitty First Hand" on it.
Oh, I think I may have found it. And I'll go down and I'll reach into the box and do I have a pen on me?
You do.
I'll write "not" on the front of it, so not shitty first hand. I'll pull it out. This is our least shitty first hand. It is the best first hand. And I'll open the box.
As you bring it back to the customer, you show them the box. They're like, they stare at the label a little bit in concern for a moment.
See? Not. It says not shitty.
Right. Okay, well, can I see the hand, please?
And I'll open the box.
You open it, and it does not seem to be... There's nothing in that box.
look into the box. Oh,
As you're like, a piece of paper pops up in front of your face.
Oh crap! I know what this is going to be. Don't I?
Yep. As you look at it, it says, "Please go to the Lost and Found to retrieve your lost item." So you don't have any first hands.
You don't have any first hands. We don't go over there then, I guess.
Oh, terrible service. Well, if I ever need a second hand, I'll come to you. You see the customers. They don't seem to walk as much as glide. You can't tell if their legs are moving under their robes. It just they smoothly move across the ground in shadow.
I'll go to the back. They went to your sister. I even wrote "not shitty" on the box. I changed it to "not."
What more do they want? Not shitty first hands.
I tried.
Well, I'm gonna throw a grenade in her store later, anyways.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Where did they just not want the hand?
Yeah, I'll pull out the letter. It's at the Lost and Found.
We'll go get it.
But I'm supposed to clock out in 20 minutes.
No, then it takes you 20 minutes to go get that hand.
All
I
right.
don't want my sister finding it. What's she gonna do? Sell it? I want to lord over. I need it for things.
All right.
Put it on a
I'll go
string
get it.
and
I'll go find
dangle it.
Okay. I'll find it. I'll go find the Lost and Found.
Go. And pick up some cigarettes while you're out. I'm all.
All right.
Got like 2.
I'll do that as well.
And as you wander out of the Lost,
am I leaving for smokes and never coming back? Is that?
Yes. As you take a step out of the Lost and Found, we see a small fountain off to your left in a sort of odd oval shape. There seems to be an adventuring party all standing together near one side of the fountain, pouring over items and gold in their bags. From the looks of the group, it seems like they're going over recently purchased items and sort of distributing them amongst this group of 5. There seems to be one of them in charge, a sort of lioness woman with 2 long swords at her hip and a sort of golden hair puffing into a small mane, as she hands a tiefling a bag of holding. Adam, if you could describe your character.
Yeah, absolutely. Eldridge is we're going for a red and black theme, I think. Red-skinned, black-eyed tiefling with a small tuft of brown hair, normally obscured by a hood sort of brought up, cropped at the shoulders, so exposing the bare arms, allowing them to access and play their dulcimer, which is placed to one side as they receive this bag of holding. Sort of leather armor, very sort of casual and loose fitting pants down to sort of functional sandals, easy to shift around with the venturing party. Thanks. Am I putting? Am I keeping this for the rest of the am I looking after this?
Yeah, this is yours. You've got a lot of items, and we want to make sure you're, doing okay on your own. And the lioness as Reina. She's usually the sort of de facto leader of your small group.
Thanks.
Lion Mom?
Yes.
Thanks, Reina. Yeah, I seem to have acquired more stuff than I thought I was going to. I'll look after the bag. I'll keep it I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it safe.
Right, of course, and you stay safe as well. And as she says that, you feel a large hand slap onto your back as one of your other party members, Tyr. He is a Jotnar, so a frost giant from the north, as he sort of slaps a large hand over your back, and he just sort of lies like, of course, and you stay safe my friend. You're so small. And he just puts his hands on both of your shoulders. You also know he is about 11 feet tall. So small.
Thank you, Tira. Thank you both. I'll be okay. I think. Yes. Owl. Thank you.
He sort of pats your head softly as he's like, of course. You small people, you're so delicate.
God damn it.
There are two other party members as well who sort of more gently pat you on the back, and you know one of your the rogue of your party, Kit, she's got sort of a raccoon face with pointed ears and a puffy tail, as she just slips a dagger into your hand. She goes, for safekeeping.
Thank you, Kit. I'll put it in the bag that Rain has given me. It means a lot. Thank you.
You stay safe, okay? And if you ever need us, you give us a call, all right? You know how to contact us. We'll be in Dorwin for a bit, on that new job or whatever that we found.
Thank you, Kit. Yeah, I hope to find you when I'm in a better time, in a better place.
I hope we'll hopefully see you soon.
Okay.
Be a stranger.
Thank you, Kit. Thank you. You guys, you probably should be getting off for the job. I'll be okay here. I'll be all right. I'll be okay.
All right. You see Raina, she sort of nods and gives you another just pat on the shoulder before the rest of them sort of step away. And as they do, for a moment you feel a little bit of longing, as like your party of some time has gone, before a piece of paper pops up in front of your face. It's sort of floating there, just right in front of your eyesight.
Sort of looks either side to see if anyone else is about to come and take it.
You don't see anyone.
Okay. And you'll remove it from the air.
As you pick it up, it does say, "Please report to the Lost and Found to recover your lost items."
Okay. Okay. And he'll sort of roll up onto a stood position and begin looking around.
What did you lose?
And as you stand up, you do hear on the other side of the small fountain, you're staring at the strange letter. There seems to be a minotaur sort of sitting hunched over on the other edge of the fountain. There's a security guard, a sort of orcish security guard, standing next to them with a small pad of paper and pencil. Right, and their description again. You said your friend went somewhere?
All right, yeah. So Jeff, he's a little chick about bigger, about that big, and he's yellow, and he's got some armor, a little helmet. It's pretty cute. He goes by Jeff. Just go, oh hey Jeff, don't touch him. He might bite. Well, he's really a good guy. I promise.
And Jeff is
Don't
a person?
if he lays an egg. Oh, no. Well, I mean, Jeff can be, but he's mostly a little chick. About that bit, not a bit bigger. About that big, yeah. So, he's a duck.
Baxter, you remember the moment you had lost Jeff, that a little piece of paper seemed to have popped up in front of you.
I did find this. It just, like, went right in front of me.
You see that the security guard sort of stares at you and he goes, okay, so we can only find lost people. Companions and familiars are your own to find. You should find them on this slip.
Well, I had him. I was looking for a tent, which I bought. It's a pretty nice tent. And then I turned around and Jeff had wandered away, I think. Unless someone stole him, then I'm going to kill him. Because Jeff's my best friend. So if you see a little duck with the helmet about that big, come find me. I'm Baxter. Hi.
Hi, hello. Yes, so you'll need to find them at the Lost and Found yourself. Now,
All right.
unfortunately, and as he says that, before you can even finish the conversation, you see a golden ball of light smash into the back of his head. You see his skin change from like a deep green to a sort of bright pink, and his hair turns just like bright, silly yellow and grows about 3 feet.
Right. That's
And
a bit weird.
as that happens, you see 3 kids just sort of rush by on the back of a massive hellhound. It seems to be 3 of them, no more
Sounds
than
about
10
right.
years old, all sort of sitting there on the back of this dog as they just shout out, "Tagja!"
Oh, have you seen Jack?
You see one of them is holding another ball of sort of bubbling yellow liquid, and they sort of throw it in your direction, Eldritch.
All right, watch out.
I will need a dexterity saving throw from you.
That is something I can attempt.
First roll of the stream.
First roll.
That dexterity saving throw is a 23.
That does manage to swiftly get out of the way of this sort of bubbling ball of yellow as it smashes into just a passerby, and it's a Aarakocra young man who seems to immediately, all of his feathers drop off of his body. He just goes,
Oh.
What the hell?
Watch out. That kid's got something in his hand.
And you can see they're prepping up another one. The officer sort of looks to you and goes, I'll be back. And just sort of rushes off after these 3 kids riding away on a hellhound.
Ask if they've seen Jeff, please. He's probably a scared little guy. Yeah. By the way, Baxter, I realized I never described Baxter. I just went right into it.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Please describe your character.
Baxter is this massive, like 7-foot tall minotaur sitting on a set of hooves. They have dark, shaggy brown fur that has like a blue streak that kind of goes down their back. They have like really kind of scratched and beat up blue. I didn't get the red and black memo. Like blue scale mail that looks really just kind of beat up and old. That kind of matches their battle axe and war hammer that sits on their pack. And you see like a tent sticking out of their pack. So that's, and they have like big gnarly horns on top of the bull head. So it's Baxter. White.
Oh. And as
No, all right.
I
Nothing.
didn't hear
I
what
was
you
making
said.
dad jokes. It's cool.
Oh. Baxter, as you turn around and watch those kids ride off on a hellhound they seem to just keep, you're not sure where they're getting these little glowing bombs from, but they seem to just be throwing them at random at people.
Right.
As you turn around, you do see a young tiefling man sort of brushing himself off from dodging with one of those bombs.
Hi. I'm gonna kind of head over and be like, hi, my name's Baxter. Have you seen a little duckling wandering around anywhere recently?
There's that individual there that well, they were a bird kind of person. Not sure if that's still true. Look, sorry, Baxter, I haven't seen a duckling, but well, I'm all dusted now, so I can come and help if you want some help.
Yeah, that'd be great. I actually got this sheet that said I have to go to Lost and Found. I don't know quite right where that's at. So...
like this one, same as this.
Oh yeah, just like that. So would you lose?
Doing some sheets of paper and being like Lost and Found.
Yes. So as you had stepped out of the store, you were a little bit away, but you did definitely see those children throwing bombs and then rushing off. You recognize them immediately as a couple of the kids that are at the Wings of Destiny orphanage that is right on the other side of the mall. You're not sure where they got the hellhound, though. That's new. You've never seen them with the dog.
Oh, well, that should be interesting.
But you do see also 2 people sort of like waving the exact same size slip of paper that you have.
I'll walk over towards them with a slight limp, even though I don't have one. It becomes more visible as I'm walking along.
Just
hello, are you two also looking for And I raise the paper up towards my face.
Oh, yeah. Hi. I'm looking for my best friend Jeff. He's a duck about that big, a little bigger.
I'm looking for a first hand.
I'm just looking. Let's find what you're looking for first, and maybe we'll find what I'm looking for.
And I'm looking at both of their hands very suspiciously.
They seem to have both a first and a left hand, a first and a second hand. I can't say words.
Either of them look very magical.
Not kind of. I mean, it's
So
one of
I
them
do
looks like
have
they
this-
could cast magic.
I put my hand into my cloak and I pull out a piece of paper. If either of you are interested, we have this plan over at the store over there where when you perish, your second hands can become ours and be used to, save the world or other things like that. And I'll give them both one of these little pamphlets with here, sign your name here and you
Both
get a
of
second.
the pamphlets have tiny pixie hands holding them instead of staples.
You'll actively see, Baxter goes to reach for it, obviously misses the pamphlet, and is like, nope, bit more to the right. Yeah, all right, perfect, awesome.
You take the pamphlet and look at
I'll
it, I
take
guess.
the pamphlet and look at it and be like, oh, all right.
Looking at the pamphlet, it does seem to be the sort of outlines of it's almost sort of post-life plan in the event of death, should you like to, and no resurrection. No plans on resurrection. Final death. Your hands will be donated, of course, to the second-hand store. And they can be used to save the world or resurrect Lich. Unclear. But
the
they will be
DNR.
used for some great deed.
Do not resurrect.
Yes.
Yes,
Should you
Just
be
saying, no.
resurrected, this contract will become null and void.
if you choose, it can be very profitable to you after every 10 years of holding this contract.
You see, after every 10 years, you get 5 gold.
Right. I'll have to talk about that. Maybe. I don't know. Gotta have a conference.
I give a thumbs up and then I turn them both upside down so they both look like second hands. One's up, one down.
Which one's actually which second hand? I don't.
They're supposed to both be second hands.
Chris, as you're stepping out of the store, you do see some people who seem to just be sort of doing this back and forth.
Did I see those pamphlets get handed over?
You did see them hand over, and you've recognized those pamphlets before. You have definitely been given one that you've thrown away.
Excuse me. Right. Fuck, that's not the right thing. Hello. Sorry. I don't remember being able to, hand out pamphlets and stuff if you're not within your store property. Mall kind of frowns upon that.
Oh, all right.
Contracts, not pamphlets.
I mean, you just handed out me one, just a few weeks, months, some time ago. Said that my hands
Are they speaking with their second hand?
whatever this one is.
Yeah, then I'm staring at it.
Is that your right hand?
This is my left hand.
Then
Yeah.
no, that is your first hand.
Yeah, I'm while you're talking, I'm actually looking at your second hand, your right hand, and just staring at your right hand instead.
You handed one to me a little while ago, and I said that it was absolute.
That was good.
I think they would. It's a second-hand store. They hand things
no.
there.
Handed it
right,
to you. That was good.
Yeah, you sort of put your hand behind your back because you
Anyways.
remember the second-hand store deals in only right hands.
Oh God. To think
hi.
I even mentioned that I want to work at that place.
Quick question
Good.
for you.
God,
Have
yeah.
you seen a little duck about that bit bigger, about that big?
No, they
his
don't
name's
have any
Jeff.
hands.
This is true.
I
But
guess that's
Oh.
true. But I mean, I don't want to take his hand. I'm just looking for my friend Jeff.
Guess not.
If you see any golden eggs around, don't open them. Don't know what happened.
Golden.
sorry.
They're not actual gold. I've tried before.
Right. Sorry, I'm not getting anywhere with this one. That one is a bit too preoccupied on the hand thing. I'm kind of concerned for my well-being.
Been handy.
You, other guy.
Well, it's better than being handsy, I guess.
What are you doing with, these two?
Well, this one came over after I was nearly hit by some orb thing, and a guy over there lost his
are you
feathers.
okay?
And, well, I was a little bit dusty, but I managed to roll out, just get out of the way just in time.
Hi.
I'm Eldridge. Sorry.
Nice to meet you. I'm Christelle.
Is our hands being followed? As we attempt the handshake.
Are
The
being
left
tracked.
hand. Thank God I'm getting the left one out for the handshake. I'm like, nope.
Eldridge will sort of
I pull out a
mimic
measuring
the left
tape
hand.
and just start. Right.
Anyways, I work over at Lifeway for, making life go the right way. I don't know the catchphrase. It's very poor Brandon.
Don't tell him.
Both of you
Anyways.
have heard of Lifeway. You've heard it's the premier shop for adventurers to go to. You can get every item you need there. In fact, Eldridge, your party was there. That was the first shop you stopped at.
I think that's where actually I bought my tent. It's a pretty good tent. Pretty excited.
Oh,
There's a
right,
cat right in front.
Very glad. Very glad.
Yep. Keep going,
You
cat.
know, if you
Sort of
come
a
in
cat folk who
contact with the
walks in
people,
between.
if you ever come in contact with the people that are like on the bottom of that little pamphlet that you were given at the end, if you're able to commune with them, tell us how we did, they might save our souls for a couple more years.
You do know at the end of every transaction, you're given a small contract to rate the service you were given, and it says in very, very tiny text that all ratings will be going on to soul marks. You're not sure what a soul mark is, but it does say all ratings go into soul marks.
I'm honestly a little terrified of what that could mean for the future. So, if any of y'all bells have your little pamphlets that said Christelle checked you out today, it would really help me out.
That's
I
incredibly
don't think
brave.
it did, but I can write your name in. Is that something you can do?
I've got to hand it to you.
I don't think so. Alright, are we able to just, put a lid on that one for a little bit?
Oh, I have a quick question. Do you know where the lost and found is? I'm looking for, like I said, Jeff.
Oh,
was
and I'm
there.
gonna take out my
all
note.
the time.
Oh, you have one too.
Y'all,
That's why I came over here.
well, ain't that the funniest thing? So I'm assuming that y'all are heading over that way too, then?
Hope so. Yeah, Jeff's probably a little scared. He's just
Great, because I just got off
shift.
shift and I am not keeping this accent up anymore.
What?
Okay.
What? I have a quick question. So, you changed.
Question.
Is that
You had a
that
question?
voice? Yeah. Is that voice thing normal? You just drop out of it?
Oh god, yeah, this is me. Like, please, thank God.
What?
I am not. And
All right.
I
Wait,
am
you don't
gonna
like
start
your
attempting
voice?
to take off the Lifeway uniform to just,
I'm gonna
be in
Baxter's
mesh shirt.
immediately, put hand in front of face and be like, nope, it's fine. No.
Completely covered. I just have a mesh shirt on underneath,
Okay.
and I'm just
I'm gonna put my
off the
hands down.
clock.
Yep. And
Yeah,
one
you're
down.
good.
And
You're
as
good.
your hands are up there, you just feel a tape gently measuring against one of your hands.
Stop. That's more
Alright.
than enough.
Alright. That's my hand.
I might be able to give you this contract instead. It says 6 gold for 10 years instead of 5.
Well, that's a lot more. That's a bit more gold. That's pretty exciting.
I mean that's an investment.
The little pamphlet. This one with 6 gold has a goblin hand instead of a pixie hand.
That's still. That's kind of gross. No thanks.
Right.
Think about your future.
Yeah, I
I
think
will.
I'm already
And the
covered with the
future
soul
of your
marks
hand.
thing.
I'm just kind of,
anyways, damn.
don't have any plans for after this.
Christelle,
So,
you also do remember when you signed your contract for work that it did explicitly state you cannot sell your soul or any body parts to another organization.
Damn it.
Oh, well, it's not like I would have anyways. But anyways, who the fuck reads that fine print? I mean,
Don't read that fine print.
I don't want to stay here in case those boys come back with the big hellhound. Should we?
How did
there
they
was
get
a
a hell-
hellhound.
As you say
yeah.
that, you see a massive pink explosion in the distance. It sort of makes a smiley face out of smoke before immediately sucking down into the ground.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're not going that direction.
I want to go that direction. I think the
So-
lost and found is
Good
down that
idea.
way. I've worked here for a while. Totally bullshitting.
While you say that, Lumi, you are aware that the lost and found moves constantly and has no static location.
It has no static.
No.
Right.
I was there earlier today. Lost my thing. Have to go back for it. It's down that way.
Lost
all right.
it twice in
Do
one day.
I believe them?
I do. That's up to you. I guess roll an insight check.
When
And
I
you
roll my deception.
Yep.
That's natural one. I think you're the most honest goddamn person.
Cool.
Shut up.
Beautiful. All right. So you
Nice.
know,
Damn.
Priscilla definitely knows where they're going. I mean, why would they lie to you? They've worked here for so long, and they work at Lifeway, the best store. Why would they lie to you?
Let's go. I think it probably is that way. You've been here for a while, so
Yeah.
Well, all right. I suppose I could go with you. It's easy. It's better to do this in a group than it is on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Can
What
I
about you? You coming with?
tag along? Is that all right?
oh yeah, I definitely
Yes.
think
Sure
you
thing,
should.
kiddo.
It's definitely better to do this together. And that way, also, if you die, which it's a very high chance, I can take your hands.
No, don't take the hands thing. It's not worth it.
I'm gonna
Noted.
start walking
I-
the wrong way and be like, oh nope, other way, right, all right,
Gently tug. Just come on.
right, that way.
As you start walking
This
towards
is a bit hands-on, is it?
where the massive explosion just took place, you can see that there are a good number of people sort of clustering around and murmuring, like, what was that? What just happened? What was that?
What was that?
And as you
So,
get as you
what
get
was-
closer, as you start pushing through the crowd, you see a group of about 12 people just on the floor laughing hysterically. They do not seem to be in control of it. They're sort of just rolling over laughing as you see 3 kids and a hellhound. It is a massive dog, about the size of like a small wolf. And Christelle and Lumi, you do recognize those kids as you've seen them around every now and then. They're at the small orphanage home. None of them are older than 10 years old. You know, the youngest is about 5 and the oldest is 7.
Have they contracted any of them?
You cannot contract minors, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Otto does not like my children's hands. They're too
Listen,
bad at gripping
have they
things.
attempted to steal things from Lifeway before?
They absolutely have.
I have probably helped them.
You do recognize one of them as the usual ringleader for mischief. They like to put things in their pocket in Lifeway and then go, I'm lost, so that you can help them out of the store.
I'm just gonna take out one of like my little slap bracelets that I put on from whenever I'm going out to party with my friend and just toss it towards the ringleader.
What is this, the 90s?
You do also see a security guard stand. He seems to be on the floor laughing uncontrollably as well. Those 3, so that it's a small like circle of people surrounding the kids, and then they're backed into a wall. And there's 3 children, and then their hellhound, about 12 people on the ground laughing uncontrollably. One of them a security officer. And you do hear one more security officer seem to like try and push their way through the crowd to get to the kids.
Hi, everyone.
Huh. Hey, look at that! A security guard! Thanks for coming to check in on us, sir! Like, loud enough for the kids to hear it.
And you see, so you know that the oldest one's name is Daniel, and he sort of immediately looks to you and goes, yeah, no, that's, we were lost, and, my older sibling is here now.
Am I taking control of this kid? What the hell's going on? I don't...
I don't know.
Are they coming with us? Do you need to take them to the Lost and Found?
I wasn't gonna say so. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't...
They live in a forever lost and found. An orphanage.
Yeah.
I was also gonna make that joke.
Listen, look, these kids, nothing but trouble. God, I love them. I love them to death. So,
Do you think they've seen Jeff? He can
I
get
don't
into,
think they care
That
about
hellhound
Jeff.
might even be Jeff.
Jeff gets into a spot of trouble every once in a while.
I don't know if they even know Jeff.
You see the officer finally push through, and it's a tiefling woman. You have definitely met her before. She usually deals with any shoplifters in your store. Her name's Dahlia. She anytime someone steals from the store, you usually report them to her.
Oh, Dahlia!
You. All right.
What? Listen.
Are you part of this?
Nope. I was actually here with my friends. We were about to head to the Lost and Found, but we saw that the little kids were caught up in the middle of something. They didn't start it. I don't know who did.
The kids, they threw a bomb.
Did they? I didn't catch that part. I'm sorry.
You see another officer on the phone. I tried. Oh, ow, it hurts.
Alright, what's so funny? Did someone tell a good joke? I like a good joke.
It must have been.
Oh, help.
Help me. I have a good one. What did the gelatinous cube say to the other gelatinous cube?
Oh, dear goodness.
Jello.
I don't think I get it.
Oh yeah, because they're like wiggly. No,
Of course I get it. Just move on.
Oh, okay. Oh, not sure. It's a good one, I know.
Should we help those on the floor?
Dahlia,
I
I'm
want
pretty sure you got
any of
this
them
covered, right?
expired
You've done
blood
so many.
contracts.
Dahlia, you've done so much other stuff in the past. You're like the gods incarnate in this place sometimes.
You three, go home. She just sort of points at the kids.
They don't have one.
Oh,
Cold.
just mean.
Cold.
And she sort of snaps her fingers.
Gotta go, kids.
And you see each person just stop laughing as they sort of fall limply to the ground.
Oh.
All right, and you three, you know what to do. Go home. To your place of residence where you sleep.
Hey, Dahlia, before you get going.
Right? Yes. I don't. And she points to the kids again. Also, where'd you get the dog? Where did that come from? Hang on. Side note, where did the hellhound come from? When'd you get a dog?
I
You
just
see-
heard that they were causing some trouble.
The oldest
anyways.
Danny goes, we found him. He was lost also. But you said go home, so we'll go home. Bye.
Wait, kids, you, sorry, hold on, Dahlia. Kids, Daniel.
What?
He was a lost dog.
Yes.
Where'd you get him from?
Nowhere. Why do you want to know?
And I'm gonna kind of motion Dahlia to stand back, and I'm just gonna walk over, drop the
Oh,
voice.
Christ. All right. And she just starts helping people up.
Hey, don't worry, kids. I'm on your side. Did you
What?
get him from the Lost and Found?
By the way, what are the rest of you doing as this is
I'm
happening?
walking over. Why are we whispering?
And you two, you see
I'm
some-
just gonna start picking people up,
Yeah,
just like
Dahlia,
reaching
yes.
down and just like.
She is helping lift people up as she has ended the sort of like laughing spell they were under. And Eldritch.
Eldridge was going to help Dahlia a little bit and cast calm emotions, but if she is all over it, he's just going to sort of keep an eye between both parties.
Oh yeah, she's just helping people stand. She's not casting anything.
It helps in just talking Dahlia's ears off about Jeff and losing Jeff. He's my best friend. Don't fucking judge me.
Of course. Yep.
But
Fucking course.
he's in the Lost and Found, I think, and I don't know where that's at. If you do, that'd be great. But he's probably scared. He's a little duckling, about that big,
Okay.
maybe a little bigger.
All right. She's very clearly not listening to anything you're saying and is just saying yes at appropriate times.
Oh yeah, we totally we met each other, and I'm just going to keep talking, just like telling the adventures of Jeff and I.
Jeff sounds really special. It'd be horrible to have someone like that hurt you in any way.
Oh yeah, no, I would kill anyone who actually hurts Jeff. Like just flat out, don't care. Like a hammer and an axe. There's a crossbow in my bag.
I got a bag recently too. From a friend. I've not had many of those. Jeff, you were saying. Let's look for Jeff.
Oh yeah, I greatly appreciate it. Your bag is pretty cool. It's a nice bag.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't like it'll hold much, but it's pretty cool.
I think it might surprise you if given the chance, but we don't need to worry about me. Let's help you and the others and the handy woman, lady person. She kind of scares me. They kind of scare me.
If I say so myself, she gets a bit handsy there, but yeah, I'm a little worried about my hands dissipating.
Hands-on experience.
Don't go to sleep. You might not wake up with a hand.
But I need mine for my instrument. It's been a comfort since. But Jeff.
We gotta find Jeff. Anyone know Lost and Found's at? And I will start as I pick people up. Have you seen Lost and Found?
As Christelle is talking to them about where they get the dog, I'm also leaning behind them like, where'd you get the dog?
Oh God,
you're so creepy.
Look, just ignore them. They might go away. Look, talk to me.
Liz, they're not gonna go away. Otto keeps saying they'll buy our hands when we get old.
I'll take them away. Don't worry.
You take our hands?
No. I'm taking this one away.
Oh,
your hands are fine.
Sometimes they keep trying to take our hands. It's so weird.
Yeah, and you keep trying to take stuff from the store. One of these days, I'm gonna get caught helping you. I just want to know if you got the dog from the Lost and Found.
Well, he wasn't actually lost. He was sort of in a cage where he was supposed to be, and we took him. But he was lost.
Where was the cage?
You know, where I can't read. At the store with all the animals.
Sign can't stop me. I can't read.
The sign with all the animals.
You were able to steal a hellhound from the pet store?
Well, we just opened his cage and gave him food, and then he followed us. See, look at him, and then you see
I'm just gonna hold out fist bumps for all the kids.
They each fist bump you as the 5-year-old is sort of scratching under the dog's chin, and his leg keeps thumping on the ground.
That's how I make friends too. Someone gives me food, and I just follow them around.
Damn. If that thing ever gets back to the pet store, tell me. I'm getting him.
Oh, you should check the pet store. They got like a bunch of... They changed the whole store now. They don't just have rabbits and like cats anymore. They got a bunch of stuff. The old pet store, the owner got eaten by like this bear, so they had to put a new pet store in, and it's all different now.
Oh, that sounds
crazy cool.
You
could barely handle the animals.
I can't. Yeah, so that I don't know what the sign says.
It's wild.
I can't read it, but like they got a bunch of stuff in there. They got so they have like this bear, they had the dog, they have this like little duck. They got like a bunch of stuff in there.
And I'm gonna glance back. I'm gonna glance back towards Baxter, just like, right, perfect. Thank you for the information.
But if anybody asks, he was lost.
He was. I'm just gonna motion for them to go.
Okay, fine, we'll go.
Guys, see if you can get him into the orphanage with you.
You know, Thea, she's just gonna let. She always look at our faces. She wouldn't tell us no. And look at his face. Can say no. And you see they sort of hold the dog's face. Who would say no to this?
Actually, a lot of good people.
Also, as you
dog, and I look towards the dog and I say, "Hey, don't bite the hand that feeds you."
The dog snaps at you. As you are watching this, by the way, you do see that the 5-year-old seems to have slipped around to a couple of the people that were just standing in the crowd and has about 6 wallets in their hand.
Oh my God, this kid!
It's just I don't know what you're looking at.
I just look at the kid and I just that deserves a double fist bump. Come on.
I don't. Oh, okay. Boop boop.
There you go.
You see their other arm is just full of wallets. They're like,
All right, now get going before you get caught.
Okay, bye. And they sort of all climb on the back of the dog, and it just starts. It for a moment just stays there stationary before shaking violently, and you see it disappear and then reappear on the other side of the crowd.
Best dog.
And you're pretty sure hellhounds don't do that. Kids on, and then they just go,
I
bye!
gotta find out what the
I've
hell
got
is
to give a
happening.
hand to that.
And you see them just sort of run
anyways.
off in the distance.
Right.
What?
Did
Yeah.
those kids know about my buddy?
There was, like little ducks and chickens at the pet store.
I'm just gonna start. Where's the pet store? Which way is that?
Do it.
You know where the old pet store was, but you apparently it's under new management. You remember the old pet store was called
I hope
the
it's
Wild
in the same
Stuff?
place.
Yeah.
I know where it used to be.
Is it next to the Lost and Founders? Are they in the same sort of place?
I know, but the kids did not find that dog. If you know if you're picking up what I'm throwing down,
I'll try.
it was not a lost dog that they found, or just a dog that they
We
found.
might have our hands filled with this situation.
Oh, that's quite a mystery.
So, are we gonna try the pet store for Jeff?
Should we give it a go?
Yeah. I mean, the sheet said lost and found, but if someone found him first, he looks pretty fantastic in his dashing little armor, so they might have taken him to sell. In that case, we might have to kill someone. It's totally fine.
Look, I'm technically still on job premises, so I can't kill people. But if you want to do that, go for it.
I'm always ready to throw hands.
Please don't you just have a bag of hands that you're just
I
gonna
just
Crystal,
animate object.
in your job contract, it does recommend that you kill at least 2 people every 10 years.
I mean, I've
the
got
hell
to
is
do it
this contract you
eventually,
signed,
but
man?
I'm already over my quota.
You did not read it. You do remember that you just signed and didn't read things until afterwards when your coworker's like, did you look at the contract?
So,
And so I was like,
this is a
wait, I have to
PSA
kill
always
people?
read your contracts.
You know that Camille has been working at that store for a very long time. A very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
long
which
time.
is- very confusing.
Right, so the pet store?
Yeah, pet store. Totally not killing people. Great.
That
I
does
wanna,
sound interesting. No hand
walk.
joke this time.
Okay, let's just go.
Speed walking.
As you walk in the direction of the pet steps up.
I do not have a document open with over 200 hand jokes on it.
Why? As you walk
I just
towards
keep
the,
them on hand.
as you walk towards the pet store. Getting there, it does seem, Lumi, you've never really gone to the pet store before. You've never really had a reason to go around animals. Their hands are kind of useless. They don't have, usable hands.
Except for the monkeys.
Yeah, well, you remember that the old pet store never really had any sort of exotic pets. It was mainly cats, ravens, rabbits,
Also very
sort of
helpful.
normal familiars. As you go there now, the outside seems to have changed, where before it was sort of like a cloth covering and small little windows. It now seems to be as if plants are just sort of spilling out of the door. You can see vines and trees just sort of spilling out. There aren't any windows. You just see trees and forest and shrubbery. And there is a small sign hanging from the branch of a tree that says Beastly Beauties.
I will run in and be like, Jeff, are you in here?
This
Quack if you are.
renovation.
Jeff?
I'm gonna look to Eldridge and just kind of do that really formal, over the top embellished bow, just after you.
Thank you. Baxter, maybe we shouldn't split. Just wait for the rest of it.
Jeff?
Okay.
They've already sprinted inside.
I'm already in there.
Yeah, I'm limping inside. One of my legs now entirely not useful as I'm continuing to grow this axe.
Oh, God.
And you can also see a small hump forming that might just be like an air compression pump underneath my.
What is the bit? As you step into the store, you feel a distinct change in atmosphere. It goes from feeling just like the inside of like we've all been in malls where it's sort of that stale air and like no wind to move it around. As you step inside, it immediately becomes a humid jungle. You see
Gotta hand it to them.
It's a humid jungle.
This is
vines
impressive.
wrapping around trees and sort of like large, thick, I forget what the name of trees in the jungle are, but jungle trees.
I think that's the fact.
You know what? I'm just large.
Listen, if Minecraft has taught me anything, it's just jungle trees.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Just jungle trees. You see a couple of shrubs. You see what looks to be a jaguar just sort of prowling around in one of the trees, staring at you before it just sort of hops off and runs off into the distance.
What?
Hello, Jeff? Do I see
I don't think Jeff's gonna be in here, dude.
do I see Jeff?
You do not. It seems to be a lot of you see some kind of like exotic snakes. There seems to be an anaconda slowly devouring a crocodile in the corner.
The anaconda don't.
I could stay here forever. I wonder if they're hiring.
We
do
are not. You hear a voice behind you as someone drops down from behind the trees. It's another sort of catfolk person. She seems to be sort of like leopard in appearance. She's got like black fur.
Oh, do you want
with,
me
like,
to do the catfolk voice?
with black spots that are almost like just a slightly tint different. As she's sort of staring at you, and going,
I could be the catfolk.
Wait, we're not hiring.
Hi, my name is Baxter. I'm looking for my friend Jeff. He's a duckling.
Oh
Has
yeah,
armor.
that too.
He's yellow.
Duckling? We have ducklings in the other sort of biomes. There's really none that'll make it in a jungle, but
I need to steal this conversation for a second. What's your turnaround rate like here?
for
Ignore that
That
one.
employees tend to die here quite frequently.
You've never had an employee die here.
That's reassuring.
We try not to let employees die when dealing
What
with
about
dangerous
customers? Could we perhaps set up the system where if
Listen,
anyone
just
dies,
ignore this one. We were looking for a specific duckling, like.
all right, you can handle this.
You might want to
Nice.
check the sort of farm environment we have set up over there.
And I'm off to the farm environment.
Oh
Sort of-
God.
Jeff?
You step through through a couple of trees and immediately step into a desert.
God.
Right? That's a bit weird.
And you can see further down it swaps again.
But
Right. I'll keep going till I find the farm.
In the desert, you see about as you're walking it through a short desert, you do see a giant scorpion that seems to be about 20 feet long, just sort of crawling around. It
are you
looks-
sure nobody's died here?
Hi.
Yes, no one has died here. All of our
Right.
workers are highly skilled and highly trained rangers. They're
And
very
not even
adept.
customers.
So, anyways,
We generally
the
keep our
one that
customers from dying.
the one that just kind of charged off that way. Wait, shit, you work here. Anyways, darling, the one that just charged off that way. Listen, it's just a thing. I try to keep everyone in the small placated with this fucking accent. I never met you before, so I thought I would be real, but then I remembered that corporate business is hell. So
We're not a
anyways,
corporation.
oh thank fuck.
This is a mom and pop shop.
Oh God, yeah.
Second-hand store also a mom and pop shop.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
They're one and the same.
It has one owner. It is not. There are no chains. It is just this store.
Anyways, the one that's running off. There's a particular duckling they're looking for. Got lost. We're trying to find it.
Okay, and you thought it was here because...
Because ducklings and animals could be together. Someone could have mistaken it for an escapee.
We usually have a good tracker on most of our animals. And you see she just sort of like grabs a little crystal off of her hip and waves it over the scorpion, and you see on one of its massive claws a little highlighted number that says 13.
Whoa, that's cool. So, like, have you sold 12 of those in the past?
We have.
Wow.
Are you interested in buying a desert scorpion?
You think that Lifeway pays me enough to get a giant
Oh,
scorpion?
you work at Lifeway? Oh, I should have known by your...
I hoist up the sleeve torn shirt that's been over my shoulder the whole time. Just, I don't want to. That's why I was wondering if you're hiring.
Unfortunately, we cannot break any contracts with Lifeway.
What?
We are not
I'm
allowed
starting.
to break contracts with Lifeway employees. You must serve your term limit, and then you may work here.
I'm beginning to think that when they called it Lifeway, they really meant give your life away.
Is that the pun I made on the store date? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just staring at
Did
the
you
shirt.
read your contract at all before signing
Who
it?
the fuck reads their contract?
Everyone reads their contract, especially when it's in a weird conglomerate owned by a madman.
Oh.
Do you not know the CEO of your own company? All right, you know what?
Wait, when they
Nobody
terminate you,
does.
do they happen to terminate you?
Okay, Arnold. Get to the chopper!
We do have choppers if you would like to buy one.
Have I
Is that
known
actually-
of any
is that
employees
actually
that have
people-
gone missing?
You have definitely, you've heard of one employee quitting, and you remember that they went into the back room office and never came out to have a call with corporate. You don't remember them leaving. Camille said that they left some other way, and you just don't remember how that happened.
They actually
didn't-
call it corpse threat. Corpse threat.
But you don't remember. You've never seen anyone quit. You've never seen anyone fired. You remember. You know that the employee handbook is very confusing.
Yeah,
does
I
not-
thought that was a standard issue job.
You remember trying to read it, and it just had, outside of the regular rules of like, here's how to operate the machines, here's how to ring up customers. There are also random things like, don't let customers into aisle 17 between 6 and 8 for any reason.
I thought that was just, really, really weird. Like, the cleaning crew hates doing this shit. So, like,
Wow.
existential dread later. For now, Duckling.
Yeah, I think right now we have to go find our things, but it sounds like that's real bad.
You should.
Duckling.
I
You
can
have
give
fun
you
with
a
your
hand
job.
with that later.
Should we get Baxter
Yeah.
back?
Speaking
I'm like
Yeah.
super gone. I've like continued on to
Yeah.
farmland.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of
yeah.
Baxter, so you have run through, you were started in a rainforest, you ran through a desert for a quick moment, you got very dehydrated for a moment, then you ran through what looked like a snowy, like, mountain peak, and then you were running and you were inside of a cave somehow, and then you ran again, and suddenly you're out in an open plain, and you can see what looks to be a couple of farm animals, finally.
Alright. It was a bit weird. They should have like oil markers or something, so you know where you're going. Jeff!
As you look up, you do see aisle markers floating above
Right.
you at the entrance.
I still stand by what I said. Jeff! Do I see Jeff?
You see a small pen with a couple of sheep and some cows, pigs. You see a couple of what looks to be a little hen house.
As I walk by the sheep, I go, bah! For no reason.
One of them goes back.
Right on. That's in fact what you do when you go buy sheep, is you have to bat at them. Trust me.
You see off in the distance a small little pond with a couple of ducks and geese sitting inside of it, sort of splashing and bathing themselves.
I will head to the pond. Like, oh, have any of you seen Jeff? I shouldn't get in the water with his armor on. He'll probably sink a bit. What? What?
You see,
Hey,
one
nope.
of the geese is just quacking at you.
Hi. Hello? Sorry, don't mean to interrupt bath time. Do I see Jeff?
You do see a number of small ducklings, but none of them are in armor.
For shame. I'll sadly look down.
You're not
What?
sure if they took the armor off of Jeff or if you also, to be clear, do not see Jeff at the bottom of this lake at all either. I want to make that
Good.
clear.
I'd like stick my face into the water to look for Jeff in case he sank.
As you stick your head into the water, you do see that the goose that was quacking at you doesn't see... Looking at the goose seems kind of weird. You're expecting a regular goose bottom and not what looks to be a mass of tentacles just sort of writhing underneath the water.
I will sit back and be like, yep. I
Ah.
think that's definitely not Jeff. Sorry about
Would
that.
we have been coming around at this point?
Yes, you took the more sedate pace, but you definitely would have
Walk over at them and I say, "Oh, did you look under the water?"
My face is dripping wet. Yeah. I checked there. I gotta tell you, there's some weird shit under there.
I've heard you don't want to look under the water.
Yeah, I see what. You see that goose right there? Definitely not a goose. Pretty sure it might be an octopus.
That's Jenny. Oh, she's lovely. And you see that the catfolk, Kate, she sort of walks over and she pulls out a little bit of bread out of her pocket and she puts it in front of the goose's face and it sniffs it for a moment before you see a tentacle rise out of the water, grab the bread, and then drag it back down.
I'm like, that's actually not good. Oh.
I'll point and be like, yep, that's what I'm talking about. That's definitely
Never
not a
mind.
goose.
I don't know what that thing's dietary restrictions are.
Well, usually it eats meat, but bread's always a nice little treat.
Right.
So I gotta say, have you seen a duck? He's about that big. He's a bit golden feathered.
We have about 1, 2... She's just pointing at the ducks in the pond.
Well, this one wears a helmet with a red feather on it.
I like how you keep all your ducks in a row.
Right.
she
well,
moves
I'm
one of the
just
ducks
gonna
out
jump
of a
in.
row.
Just gonna jump into the water now and end it all. I still can. He
GG.
goes by the name of Jeff. Lays golden eggs on occasion. He's got
Gold?
quite a nasty bite.
eggs?
They're not real gold. Trust me, I've tried.
No, so... You planning on selling Jeff?
I will kill you.
There's no need for that.
Jeff's my best friend.
Okay, well, if you're not planning on selling him, does he
Such a
have
fell
any
on our head.
siblings that perhaps...
I actually don't know. I've never
You'd be
asked Jeff
willing
that
to-
question. That's pretty rude of me.
a family
We should
that...
really ask Jeff that question sometime.
Well, if Jeff does have any siblings in need of a good home, send them here.
Alright, I'll talk to Jeff about that. Let them, let him make his own decision.
So, before we get going, just to be clear on everything, do you by chance know any direction as to where the lost and found might be?
Lost and... I'm pretty sure that moves, right?
Yeah, but like, any
All the
indication
time.
as to where it was last?
I've never
Oh,
been to
so
the
you were
Lost and
lying
Found.
earlier?
Yeah, I
I'm
thought you said
pointedly
you knew where it
ignoring
was
you.
at.
I've never been to the Lost and Found. I don't know where that is. The only people who have been are, this fucking brats, these kids. God, they're always stealing shit. Or, I guess you could ask Svarna over at the temple. She usually knows too much about fucking everything. She's always reading people's minds.
I don't like going to the temple, but I guess you're right.
Reads people's
Gross.
minds. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we could go and have a gander since we're here at the duck pond with the geese. No, it's okay.
That's pretty good.
We'll
I appreciate that.
You
think
know,
we should move on.
the pun was just a little foul.
Baxter will immediately jump into the lake and just.
I need you all to leave my store. If you're not gonna buy anything, you're just loitering.
Thanks
Damn.
for the help / sort of. Good luck with the tentacle.
if I ever save up enough, I'm getting that giant scorpion.
Do you want the price? Okay, so do you
No,
want
no,
to
no.
install a
If I
payment
have
plan?
I have to ask the price, it's too expensive for me at the moment. So I will wait.
All right.
But like, plus 13 is kind of a lucky number for me. So keep them on hold if you can.
We can only keep creatures on hold for 1 month, so you will have to come and re-up that, or at least make a down payment.
Okay. Anyways, oh god, I really don't want to go to the temple.
All right, I think we should go to the temple. I'm just gonna like clap Crystal like on the back.
Yep. We're going.
And just like jaunt away. And once again, I'll like start walking the wrong way. Like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So you
And
are not
I-
aware of where the
Step
temple
into the
is.
pond.
You just go into like a snow biome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you turn the wrong way and you accidentally step into what looks to be sort of a hellish landscape. You can see that there is definitely a cage with one animal missing.
Right. I know where you went, and I want to like do like other way. We gotta walk the other way, and then I'll turn and
Yep,
walk
this
the other
way.
way.
Mm-hmm.
What?
As you're walking
Right.
out of there, you do take another wrong turn and find yourself underwater.
I just tug.
You
Oh,
took a step
yep.
and you're just underwater now,
Oh,
floating.
This is quite nice down here. Didn't mind that.
You open your mouth, the talking water does rush. You were pulled back.
What is going on?
This store is great. You should, any of your animal needs, you can come here.
I'm going to like shake myself dry, like not even noticing I'm by everyone, just literally like, boom, boom, Beethoven 1 style.
Oh.
Damn. What happens to my hair dye?
Well, for not really much to the dye itself as much as your hair definitely gets shorter very quickly. Yeah, your sort of really nice tall mohawk immediately goes into a very short sort of buzz cut.
Oh, right. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Forget I got long hair sometimes.
And now I have very short hair.
You know that it's
yeah.
gonna take maybe a day if you don't dry off properly for that to get back, or you could maybe eat something pretty hot or spicy, try and bring some heat back into your body.
I'm just gonna start rubbing the shirt up and down, just trying to dry it off at least.
Catch on fire. It is not fireproof.
You know what? Fuck capitalism. I just toss it into the underwater section.
You feel, as you toss it into the underwater section, you want a couple of things happen. One, Kate goes, "Why? Why would you do that? Why? Get out of the store. Go."
Oh, sorry, I keep getting lost.
And 2, you feel the letter that was given to you by corporate in your pocket get heavier.
Oh, I haven't checked that yet. I should probably do that.
I'm
not going to, because I know what that means.
2 of you don't know where the temple is.
All right.
Or that there is a temple.
Oh, great. Temple time.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
In my experience, it's worse than hell.
What? Is that how? I don't think temples are usually like that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Oh, I mean, I probably would. Can't say I've spent a lot of time in them.
Alright, let's just get this over with. I just want to get to the Lost and Found and be done with this today.
All right. Which way?
Both you and Lumi both know where the temple is. You both do. So as you start walking, you see
limping my way there.
You got a hand on the situation?
My my left arm is now limp.
what's going on over there.
Are you doing okay?
Oh yes, this is a bit, and I'll keep moving.
A bit of what?
Is that a medical thing?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. The temple.
I'll look at Eldridge and be like, oh, I feel like we found ourselves in a pretty weird group.
You can hear like an air pump going, kind of like a, and the hump goes from one side to the other side of my back.
All right, Igor.
As you're walking towards the temple, you see that there is a massive temple with like sort of large stained glass windows, and each window seems to be depicting multiple deities, both good and evil. It seems as if there's one window for each deity.
What? That's definitely interesting now.
You can also see that right next to it seems to be this sort of large, massive white building, Lumi, Christelle. You know that that's the White Petal Hospital. They're sort of connected by a small hallway. And as you step towards the temple, you do see at the front there seems to be a young elven man who's sort of nodding, going, of course, welcome to the Ether Temple. Welcome to the Ether Temple. Donations? And he's got
I pull out a pamphlet that has the one with the pixie things on it, and I hand it to them.
Right, thank you. He's got a little like alms box filled with some coins.
And I place it into the box.
You
should look at that some point. It'll be very beneficial to your services.
Thank you.
No. Don't even worry about it, Eldridge. They're always looking for handouts. The temple's doing fine. It's in the middle of a mall.
If you're sure.
Are you sure you don't want to give a gift to the gods?
The gods have already taken so much shit.
Oh, that's pretty.
The gods created the coin. The gods can take it away themselves if they want it.
I feel like we should have a conversation because you seem pretty negative about that.
I feel like everything here is a bit heavy-handed.
Okay.
Oh, I do have a quick question for you though. Have you seen the Lost and Found? The lovely person at the pet store said that you might know where it's at.
Of course, all things can be all that is lost can be found within the walls of the temple.
Do you mean that?
Of course.
Eldridge will put a gold in the box.
Thank you. And they sort of nod you towards the door. Please, if you are truly lost in person, speak to Svarna. She can tell you everything you need.
How long have we been walking around for?
It took you about maybe 20 minutes to get together. You spent a good bit of time and you're not sure how much time actually passed in the Beastly Beauties because each biome was a different time of day and area, so you're honestly not sure how long you were in there.
I mean, I have a spell currently going. Do I feel like an hour?
An hour has not passed, but you definitely should have clocked out by now.
Okay, cool.
Also, are you saying that the Lost and Found's in the temple?
All that is lost may be found in our walls. Please, see for yourself.
Shit. Let's just go talk to them.
Maybe Jeff's in there, Baxter.
At that, I am definitely walking in.
Maybe Jeff has hit a new revival with religion.
As you step into the temple, you can see that underneath each of the stained glass windows depicting various gods, there seems to be altars dedicated to each god. For both you, Baxter and Eldridge, it's a bit unusual for you to see a temple dedicated to every god. That's really new for you. Sort of confusing to see a lawful good and a lawful evil god sort of next to each other, and their followers sort of both giving offerings right next to each other. It's a bit confusing, but
as
I'm walking along,
I'm handing people different pamphlets of the hand contracts.
You are
handing them out.
As you hand one of the contracts, you are handed a contract by a small gnome who goes, right, and you should follow in the light of the sun, please.
Yes, I will. And I walk over to Christelle as I get this pamphlet, and you said you could burn things.
Yeah.
Looking at the
I
pamphlet.
hand them the pamphlet back. I hand them the pamphlet and then walk back over and start handing people
Is
more
this the
pamphlets.
pamphlet of my deity?
No, it seems to be the pamphlet of the demon goddess of the sun,
Oh.
who walk in her light and shine under her day, is what it says. She is a lawful neutral goddess. It's really, looking at it, it seems kind of interesting. Mainly their tenets, if you flip through it, seem to just be sort of enjoying the daytime, making sure that you do not betray your family. Those kind of tenets. Seems pretty mild.
Damn. You know, really wish they'd given us more pamphlets before we decided to sign up for this shit. Well, if you
Anyone
want it
sign the
burned.
contract?
And
Did I get any hands?
a couple of people take it. You do see one person seems to be staring at the contract and goes, "Do you by any chance have one with more gold as a reward? More than 6 maybe?" And you do know you have 10 gold in your pocket. It's sort of your highest
Do
tier.
the hands look good?
Yeah, they seem to be pretty nice, well-kept hands. You
All
did see
right,
them
I'll
casting
hand them that.
magic on the altar in front of the bright moon too. You know,
Yes, here's a 10 gold one.
10 gold. That's not 10 gold every 10 years. It's something. Put it into savings, invested.
Oh, good. Well, if you could just sign right here.
I'll take a look.
They're good at
Do I
handling
have
the
to
money.
do I have to return this to you, or do I just sign it?
Oh
and it
no,
happens?
it'll vanish.
Okay, then yeah. I'll keep this, but I might sign up for this. This isn't that bad.
Okay, good. I keep just handing them out to different people.
What? Who should we talk to?
Alright.
That.
Is this Svana?
And I'm sorry, Christelle. What was your deity again? I don't remember. Or did we figure that out? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. Just something good.
Oh, so okay. So you have like a lawful good deity or something.
Yeah, it's probably more neutral or chaotic, because you really think that I care about the rules.
Oh, then there is
chaotic,
definitely
it's totally Todd.
a sky pirate goddess who is definitely all about
yay!
freedom and
Sky Pirate.
protecting the people. Yeah, okay. So that's I just couldn't remember who your goddess was. You do see Svarna seems to be right underneath the altar for your goddess for Maya Saint Care, the sky pirate. You looking at there seems to be a woman covered in starlight. Each bit of her body is a little mote of light, and you can see she has just sort of like floating cosmos around her as she is like smiling and nodding to people and shaking their hands.
Great, that's
I'm
the
watching
one.
every handshake.
You're just staring at people's hands.
Mm.
So creepy.
Christo, do you sell clocks at Lifeway?
Probably. We probably sell everything under the fucking sun. What? Why?
Because clocks have hands. We might be able to distract Lumi.
Oh, shit. That is so smart. Anyway, you go deal with Svarna, because I sure as hell am not. Maybe I'll just go back and get those clocks in the meantime.
Alright. Did you point out who Svarna was?
Yeah, I just, first time I saw them, I was just like, no, there, of course, in front of my deity.
You lying.
I'm attempting to smoothly back out to try and go back and get those clocks.
As you're backing away, you do see Svarna turn around and go, "Oh, hello. Oh, new patrons. Are you here to pray? Or hand out pamphlets?"
Have fun.
Oh, I've actually
please
got a
don't
question.
Oh, but I really should.
Well, I've got a quick question for you. I'm looking for the lost and found. I guess we all are.
Are you
I also
lost
hand them a
inside?
pamphlet.
Oh,
Or-
thank you.
Well, I mean,
And
I
they
really
just sort
don't
of
have.
drop it on the
It's
altar.
10 gold one. Okay.
I really don't have a plan. I don't know if I would consider me lost, but my best friend is currently lost.
Do they need
that's why
guidance
we're
in their
looking-
heart?
Well, we need guidance still lost and found, if you know where that's at.
All that is lost may be found in our walls.
Right, so the lost and found's in here, so if you could point me that way, I'll
I'm gonna pull out my crowbar and start lining up one of the walls.
I would not do that. Please do not destroy one of our walls.
But you said we could find what we're looking for inside your walls.
Yes, inside the building. Again, should you break one of our walls, I will be forced to have you leave.
All right.
Listen, Svarna, we just want to find the lost and found. These guys are all,
Perhaps
semi-decent of soul.
a prayer might lead you to the lost and found.
Uh,
Please join my hand.
do you have to be here for the prayer?
Yes, I do.
Oh, great.
All right.
Eldridge will take a hand.
Thank you.
Yep. I will
I'm taking
Eldridge's
Eldridge's
hand.
Oh, never mind. You're taking Eldridge's.
Boom. Take
All
that.
right.
Damn it.
You see
I'll
that
take
her
your
other
hand.
hand.
Yep.
And then, so she goes, oh, right, of course. And she sort of reaches her hand out
I
to
will
you,
also
Lumi.
take anyone's hand, like, if I see... Okay, and I'm gonna, like,
She's
also...
reaching her hand out towards you.
That thing where you flip over someone's hand because you're looking at it, but...
Please just hold it. You can tell she's reaching out her first hand, her left hand.
Oh no, that means you have my second hand.
Yep, that does mean, though, that then you are then holding Christelle's second hand.
You move my hand 1 inch, and you are burning.
All right. What kind of prayer do we need to find my friend in the lost and found? I think these other friends here got some stuff in the lost and found.
Of course, looking for the lost and found, are you? Well, please give
Like
me
the
one
place
moment.
in the mall.
And she sort of
Not
closes her eyes.
Right. It's cool. Nothing weird.
This is my hide.
You each feel a slight like pressure in your head for a moment.
Oh no!
Oh, you've all lost something. She sort of opens her eyes.
That's
Well,
what we were saying in
thanks.
the first place.
I don't listen to you. You've all lost something, you poor dears.
Svana, you're so insightful.
Oh, you're right. I have.
Unfortunately, I don't have all the things you're looking for. I've not heard of this Jeff, nor do I know where your bracelet is. And I don't... There are a few hands here, but none that are detached. You might have... I'm not...
Oh, if my hands aren't here, then I'm going to wash my hands of this place.
Right.
Stop.
But you, my dear, and she sort of looks at you, Eldritch, and sort of grabs both your hands. I might be able to help you.
Do you think, Svana, do you have the time, the time for me?
Oh, I have all the time in the world, my dear. Now, please,
Oh god. I don't like where this is going.
tell me your woes.
I'm going to lean over to Christelle. This seems often awfully underhanded.
Please tell me your
I'm just
woes.
I'm gonna grab Eldritch kind of like by the forearm and just be like, look, we should probably go.
Oh, but my sweet, sweet child. There's so much you can learn here. Please, I think you might need the guidance of...
Will you...
This one. You see, she points to one of the stained glass window of Daikon the Brave.
By a show of second hands, who wants to leave?
Still looking. Do you know where the lost and found is, though?
I believe it moves.
Of course it does. Do you know where it went?
Last I'd seen it, it was near the pastry shops.
Oh, Jeff does look at the pastry. Might explain how we got lost.
Wait, with the cute little bunny? With the cute little bunny, I mean...
Yes, last I'd seen it, it was near Honey Bunny.
I
Right,
do love
then,
that.
Eldridge, where we need to go is the Honey Bunny. You were given the note for a reason, right? What you're looking for is in the Lost and Found, not fucking here.
All things happen for a reason.
So fully away. If you could.
Influences, losses, changes.
Savannah, if I help my friends, can I come back?
Of course.
Please.
You are always welcome here. And we will always be ready to take on your plight.
think I'm ready, Crystal. I'll come back, Savannah.
Thank you. Please,
I just
hope
kind
to
of
see you
glare at
soon.
Svarna.
And I hope to see you a different time.
Just gonna gently put a hand on Eldritch's back and just kind of start pushing him, like, get out of here.
Svarna sort of gives you a fake smile. You have definitely seen Svarna multiple times. You do remember, in fact, that you had both taken the same oaths of, perhaps for different deities, but the same oaths of tenants at the same time in the same location. You do remember greatly just sitting next to them and going, I vow to follow this rules.
Yeah, God. You know, this one just runs like the temple for everything here. It never sits right with me. Like, how do you have all those deities? Like, some are good, some are evil. Some of them flat out contradict each other. Like, how do you work with both of them?
You do see right next, so there is one stained glass window with an altar for Vidruna, the lawful good goddess of protection and kindness and crafting, and then right next to her is the altar for the chaotic evil demon god Rigloth, her mortal enemy, and you can definitely see that they're sitting next to each other, as well as followers standing next to each other, sort of glaring at each other as they make their offerings.
It doesn't make sense.
Is there anyone trying to like one up their offer on someone else?
You do see two people seem to just be putting down more gold on top of the altar, and then one of them fully...
I'm actually going to start walking over to them. You know, you could also compete with each other with your hands. And I hand them pamphlets.
Right, and you see one of them pulls out a dagger immediately, stabs their hand, slices into it, and then slaps the blood on the altar. What now? Huh? You gonna do that for your goody two-shoes?
I'm going to hand them the other person the 10 gold one and retract my pamphlet from the other person because I need these hands intact. And I'll give it to
you definitely can see they stab their second hand as well. It's pretty useless to you now. It's scarred.
And here, if you sign here, you can show your god your true worth by giving your hand to us when you have expired.
You see that the lawful good cleric turns to the other and waves their hand, and you can see the wound on their hand immediately heals over. They go, ow! Fuck you! Don't do that! I was... This is for me! And they're just sort of getting into a one-off bit of healing each other's wounds and stabbing themselves and then healing each other's wounds. They're clearly busy, and it's very confusing what's actually happening.
I'm going to lean in between both of them and kind of separate them a little. You know, if you just kissed, it would probably get better. And then I'll walk away.
I would never... and then you see the one...
Do they start making out?
No, you do see the one for the demon god go, I kind of would. A little bit. I want to find out. Wouldn't be that weird. What? The lawful good goddess? Well,
you just see...
Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm kind of interested. No, we're busy. We're not
doing
it. My work here is done. And I walk away.
As you walk away, you see behind you, it seems they have both slit their hands, and as opposed to kissing, which would have been more normal, they have instead slit their hands and are now shaking them so their blood gets swapped between it.
Have they just buried each other?
Right, that doesn't sound very sanitary.
You don't know what's going on, and at this point, you're too afraid to ask. It's not worth it.
Alright, anyways, Eldritch, just get out of here before things get even weirder.
Right, you do see Svarna go, I believe I have a ceremony to officiate now. She sort of just wanders over, like, what the fuck's going on over here?
So we gotta go find Honey Bunny. Makes sense. Jeff is a very big fan of pastries.
Does Jeff have a favourite pastry we should be sort of smelling for?
Oh, he's a big fan of the honey buns, actually, funny enough. That's in fact what this place is called. It's kind of like made for Jeff there. Oh, he's also a big fan of the bread claws.
Every time a scene happens, I can't handle what goes on. Um,
You're welcome.
Lumi, you definitely remember where the honey bunny is. You have definitely been given free pastries every now and then. When you first started working here, you know that the owner of the shop gives free pastries to everyone on their first day of whatever shop that they're working in.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, did I? I didn't get that, did I?
You were given a box of free pastries, and as you walked into Lifeway, they seem to have disintegrated in your hand.
Oh, the audacity.
Capitalism.
No,
I thought you were going to say Phelan took them, but you know.
that would have felt better, but it wouldn't have hurt as much. It's just watching them
Fucking
disintegrate.
Phelan.
And you do remember Phelan looking at you as they disintegrate and going, "Please do remember no outside merchandise in the store."
No outside food.
You'll need to
Nice.
make sure to eat that either in the break room or outside.
How can I get it to the break room if it disappears before I get there?
Do you not know about, the other entrance? Did you
No,
not?
I don't know. It's my first day.
It's my first day too, and I
So part 2 of the campaign is
Are we
coming up,
having a
right?
flashback?
this is
Yeah,
a
I think this is a
flashback.
flashback.
This is a flashback. Do you not? It's my first day, and I seem to remember, reading through.
Why
the
are we having
rules
flashbacks of these
Oh.
motherfuckers?
of the store.
This bitch.
But you do remember that not only had your food disintegrated in your hand, but Phelan was a real fucking bitch about it.
I've never let her live that down to this day. I'm still angry at her.
But you haven't had the time usually during work to get a pastry from Honey Bunny. And usually by the time your shifts end, because you're for some reason always pulling a double, they're closed. So you haven't had a chance to get Cat wants love. There seems to be a cat folk sort of wandering around Baxter for a bit, just sort of like patting them on the shoulder and then just
Splitting with me there?
It's the same
Laura?
one that was earlier when you were having your conversation with the security officer. He's just like, "Oh, again," and then just wanders off.
Yep, they do that sometimes. Quite a cat person magnet. At least that's what people have told me.
But you do know where Lifeway is. You've unfortunately never had a chance to eat any of
Honey
the
Bunny?
pastries.
Honey Bunny?
Not Life. You also know where Lifeway is, but
Listen, everything comes back to Lifeway.
you've definitely had replicas of those pastries in Lifeway, and they're sort of packaged inside this little weird cloth plastic film. They taste kind of stale sometimes.
Right.
But as you make your way to Honey Bunny, you start reaching towards where more of these food-related shops are, as opposed to items and temples. You can see that there are a couple of food places, and Honey Bunny sort of sticks out as it is a small, like, honey and gold-themed shop. The door sort of shimmers in the light as it sort of drips down onto the floor as if the door is made of honey. And you see people walking in and out by pressing a small rune right next to the honey door, and it sort of parts to allow them inside.
If you were to taste any of the door, would it be honey?
Yeah, you've definitely put your hand in there, taken a taste, and it is for sure honey. It seems to flow sort of endlessly.
Just making sure that it's not just an illusion.
Alright.
So I do, yes. I want to. You just press this rune here, and I will limp through the doorway.
Baxter, can Jeff operate doors like this?
Not very easily. He doesn't. He's just got, he's a pretty small fella, and B, just got wings there. Doesn't really have a hand. A big fan of, wouldn't do well at the second-hand store. Sir, I know you're a cool cat, but can you stop running around me? That'd be great.
Yeah, you do see a small cat person just sort of running around you every now and then, just sort of
Yep.
boop. They seem to be following you for some reason. You're not sure what's going on over there.
Dark. So unless someone opened the door and he followed on in, I don't think he's gonna be here. But we can always try. But hopefully they'll know where. Thank you for cleaning me. Hopefully they'll know where Wolf's found us.
You saw that cat folk just sort of lick your nose a bit and then wander off.
Yep.
Can't. This is for those new to our streams. This is about 90% of my content is cats
It's beautiful.
because they're super needy.
Oh, that one's the chonker.
Chunky
This is my
baby.
chunks. This is my chunky baby.
As you each press the rune and step into the store, you see there seems to be like a little pale yellow counter, and inside there's a small display case with all pastries that seem to all have little rabbit ears and faces. You can see a couple of like steamed buns, what seem to be like a little honey swirl bun with rabbit ears and a little rabbit eyes on it. There seems to be this little cinnamon bun, but it's also got little ears on it. And
That's
behind the counter, you see what looks to be a rolling a bit of dough is a sort of male lily too. There's a rabbit folk of my world, and he's got a little name sign that says Jurgen, and he says, "Oh, hello, welcome to my store." He is a small
Big
sort
with the blowout.
He's sort of a small gray-furred lily too. His whiskers are slightly bent. You can see he's a little portly behind his apron, and he's got a like messy honey and like flower-covered apron and a simple tunic and pants underneath as he's sort of waving.
So
And then-
wait, this is a German bunny?
It
That's
is
like-
a
Some
German
blowout.
This is
Some blowout.
adorable.
And
Make
this,
some blood.
this is where we're going to take a quick break.
Oh, okay.
We will be back in, let's say,
10
10 minutes, about at,
Okay.
I can't math.
45.
It's fine.
45, yes.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
just
be
round
back
down
at
to
45.
Okay.
That'll be a couple of minutes. We'll see you
All right.
then. So we'll be back
Thank
at
you
45.
guys so much for sticking with us.
Thank you for sticking with us.
See you on the other end of the break.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Hello,
My
everyone, and
old
welcome
thing.
back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the table. Thank you all for joining us. Where last we left off, we had definitely just stepped into the shop, the Honey Bunny, and met the lovely owner, Jurgen.
We're not at the table anymore, damn it.
Listen. Well, we met the lovely Lily 2 owner, Jurgen. Right. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. Got a quick question for you.
Oh, are you new
Oh,
new
God.
here to store?
I am actually.
Oh,
You're
okay.
trying.
Listen, I don't know what accents are.
Well,
If you're new here, 1 free steamed bun.
all right. Thanks. I'll go ahead. Is there different flavors? Is it all the same flavor?
You see, he pulls out a little. It looks like a sort of bao bun, but with bunny ears and a little bunny face. And he hands it to you.
So much.
Sort of hands it to you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. But I do have two quick. My friend here too is also new to the store. I point to Eldridge.
Bun.
Please.
Yeah, just go ahead and
Thank
take
you.
one. I apparently made a huge mistake with corporate lifestyles telling me no outside food, so I lost my chance to take that up.
I'll
Oh.
hand mine out to.
No.
That's
No,
all right. I'm gonna buy a honey bun for
I was.
for
Oh.
Jeff, so you can go ahead and have it. As a thank you for helping me. I'm sorry I don't have anything for you, Lumi, unless you want a snack. I don't mind buying you one.
No, I'm going to get my regular. I'll take one of everything.
Oh, the special box. Yes. And you see, he sort of puts one of each bun in a box and hands it to you.
How much do I owe you? The usual amount, which is how much?
Usual amount is 15 gold.
Okay.
Right. I guess technically I have 3 questions for you now. My first one is, could I get a honey bun?
And looking at the menu, it seems to be it seems a pretty small menu. You can see there are honey buns for 10 gold, steamed buns for 3 silver, cinnamon buns for 4 silver, brownie buns for 4 silver, sweet buns for 5, and cheesy buns for 5 silver. So everything's a silver except for the honey buns. Those are 10 gold.
Which are 10 gold
Could
for some
I-
random reason.
I go ahead and get a steamed bun, please.
Yes. You see, he sort of stares at the steam bun in your hand and then hands you a nugget.
I gave it away.
Oh, you gave it away. Okay.
Yeah, they gave it to me.
Oh, yes. 3 gold.
And
3 silver.
I was like, that price right there is wrong. Well, I hate to tell you. I will hand over the 3 silver, and I'm gonna mark it off my sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually mark it off my sheet. And then on my, well, I do have 2 more questions for you, if that's all right, real quick. Second question is: have you seen, either Lost and Found or a kind of gold-looking duck named Jeff?
I no to the Lost and Found, but I don't know what that is.
Yep.
But
Just keep doing it. If you believe you can, you can.
But
even if it's bad.
there was a duck here. I gave him a honey bun and he walked away.
Did he have a helmet on?
Yes, little helmet and a little cape.
Alright, that sounds like my buddy Jeff. He's a big fan of the honey buns. Do you perhaps know which way he walked out?
Wait, you never mentioned a cape.
Oh, I guess technically it's like a pendant that he wears. It's red and gold.
Yes, it was over chest.
He's pretty dashing, if I do say.
He was. I gave him 2 honey buns.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thanks for watching out for my good buddy there.
It's very sweet. I saw him go towards books.
Alright.
Where the books are sold. I believe it is Mark of the Tale.
Well, I guess technically that's just 2, because you just kind of answered that. Well, I guess I could add a 3rd in if that's alright. Do you know where the Lost and Found's at? Or have you seen where it's gone lately?
It was next to me yesterday, but it moved. I don't know where.
Nobody heard that.
How long ago did it move?
It was yesterday after I closed, and it is now, I would say, 12 hours ago.
We need to hatch a new plan from Honey Bunnies to find Jeff and the Lost and Found.
But I did see a little duck go to the books. He was in the store. The doors opened for him.
Alright. I really appreciate your help. That was mighty useful.
Do you want any more buns?
This is gonna be able to tide me over for like
I've stolen
a whole day.
That's alright. It's a pretty good one.
This is gonna tide me over for like a whole day. Anyone else need anything?
I might be back once I find Jeff.
Just so before I forget, which one tells the good jokes?
Cheesy bun.
Okay, good to know. I'll take 3 more of those.
Oh no.
That'll be 15 silver then?
Yes, I'll do that.
Come on.
I'll throw them into my box.
Okay. Well, find your little duck friend. He needs more honey buns, I will have to sell them. I cannot give them away for free.
I'll let him know. No, I appreciate it.
Also,
good
real quick,
his way to food.
I also have a question. Is there any way that, like, when you close down for the night, you just kind of stop over by Lifeway and maybe have a little drop-off location for a package of your stuff? Because I've missed it every night.
I would love to, but Lifeway asks that I not come near their store with food. They have requested that I not bring my food to them, as it is outsider food. I could bring it to you, but I cannot go to the store with my foods.
I work at the store.
Oh, I am sorry. I could stay open late and set a box for you.
Dude,
we also send them to your homes if you need.
Do you?
Yes.
Is it French now?
Oh my
Something's
God.
happening. I don't know what's going on with what's happening. I can't do accents.
Does that
We
mean
asked for Lost and Found to find their accent. Leave them alone.
Listen,
please?
you do see a slip pop in front of them. They're like, oh, fuck, where did... Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Can I come too?
Just that would be great.
Yes.
I'll stop by the next time I have time available because
Here.
I really
You
need to
see,
go to the.
they rummage underneath the. You hear the like clank of little cups and pans. Oh no, the butter. Here you sign, and they give you a little paper, and it says to fill in your name, address, and what your order is.
Is that like right now? Is that like an instant thing or like
No. So you fill out and you attach money to it, and it comes to me, and then I box up your food, and it comes back to you. You have to sign it in your home where you want it delivered.
I'm just gonna fold it up, just kind of stuff it in the other pocket where the note from corporate is not.
You can feel that it has slowly been growing heavier in your pocket over time.
I'm not looking at that. Just sticking it right in there and just. All right. Are we going duck hunting or what? Not hunting, duck finding.
The moment you said hunting, I turned on you so
Shoot.
fast.
Hunting, not hunting, finding.
I think Lumi's covered the bill. Thank you, Jurgen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Actually,
It's
I
much
have
appreciated.
And he sort of stares at you for a moment, Eldridge, and he's looking you dead in the eyes as he just sort of looks at you. You see his whiskers twitch for a moment. And he goes, and he clatter under the table. For you. It is free. You take
Thank you. Thank you, and he'll wrap it up and put it in the bag.
You see that there is a small little, it seems to be, instead of just the face of a rabbit, it seems to be a full little pastry-filled rabbit. You can see that there's a little bit of jam leaking out of the ears.
So,
To make you feel better. Yes.
thank you, Jurgen, and he'll carefully bind it and place it in the bag.
Or you not feeling good?
Just me, or does everyone seem to want you?
Oh, you've stopped making noise.
Did you? Oh,
Is
Going
he?
on?
Oh, there's noise now.
Oh, I said, is it just me, or does everyone seem to want you?
I don't think I'm wanted by someone. Baxter. Let's find Jeff.
I mean, listen. In maybe the short time that we've been fucking around trying to find this lost and found, you're a cool dude.
Thank you, Crystal. I wish everybody would had felt the same.
Well, it's their fucking fault for not. I'm gonna start.
I'm going to
heading
lean
right
in
out.
towards Cristal and be and towards the ear and grab them just so they don't move away. Am I being too weird with the creepy? Am I creeping the poor?
Maybe like a tiny bit.
But I mean, all
I
right.
mean, I know it's a gag, but like, maybe just like
A
dial
little
it
bit.
back a little bit, just a tiny bit.
All right. I stopped limping a little bit, like it's just, and the hump deflates a tiny bit.
I give a little.
It does also feel
ahead.
as if it has been an hour.
It has been an hour.
Oh, okay. Then I recast disguise self to make myself keep looking like this.
Okay.
all right. Shall we head to the bookstore?
Sounds like it.
All right. Which way is that?
He starts sprinting out of the store. I'm gonna go wait.
Oh. I will follow the
Wrong
direction.
way, Baxter. That's the way we came. It's this way.
Right. Well, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Turn myself around. There
As
we go.
as you're walking, you start getting closer to what looks to be the bookstore when you do hear this sort of loud clattering of things falling over. As again, you're shocked. You're pretty certain that they were supposed to go home. As you see those 3 children again on a hellhound just rushing by, this time chased not only by 7 security officers, but also Cage, the catfolk you had seen in the store, going, hey, no, give him back. You can't keep the dog if you're not going to pay for it.
As they run by, I'm like, oh, hi, I'm back. So have you seen my friend? No. All right.
Well,
for a moment, as you're watching, the dog pauses, leans down, and then jumps and sort of, it shoots straight up like a rocket, and you know that there's sort of this like glass magic crystal ceiling, and it just shatters through it.
Oh,
and just shoots off into the sky. It does not seem, it now seems to be running on air. You're not really sure what's going on over there.
Oh, those kids are in for a hell of a time with that dog.
Oh yeah. You see a couple of the guards just go, which of you can fly?
Well, that was pretty cool.
None of them, I hope none of them, God.
Yeah, you see one of them go, a minute?
You forbid it.
Just calling from this distance. Don't think it'll last, don't think you'll catch up in that time.
They turn to Cage. So how do we get the hellhound? And she goes, it's not a hellhound.
What is it?
What's a hell of a hound to me?
Something definitely not legal in about 4 countries. Anywho, aren't you looking for something? Why are you here? What do you want?
Well, I'm still on the lead for Jeff, my buddy.
Yeah, we're still looking.
I mean, if you're not gonna help me out with getting Sparky down, I don't really know.
Sparky?
His name's
That's
Sparky. He
name.
has a collar and everything. All right.
I mean, I didn't see one.
Been running around.
Did he take his collar? Oh my! No wonder he got out of the fucking cage.
Was the collar the reason that he was kept in the cage?
No.
All right, this is getting a little bit suspicious. Perhaps we should continue on.
Bookstore. But I've got my eyes on you.
You'll see.
Are there any special clauses about my scorpion?
It's 1,500 gold.
What?
So I mean, it's pretty special clause. I don't know if you've got that with your, Lifeway salary. Pretty sure they take your soul and your money.
Also, scorpions don't have claws. They have little pincers.
No. This one has claws.
And legs.
Yeah, those look like claws. Bookstore.
Right. Okay.
All
it is Beastly Beauties, exotic pets.
Well, that goose was surely exotic. I agree with that. Right there.
Yeah.
You cannot keep the dog. It is. It's worth 2
To the
million gold.
Store. 2 million gold, motherfuckers! We are catching that and selling it.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Kill the owner. Sell the pets. Done. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Oh.
End of campaign.
New story. Look, fuck this. Fuck finding the lost and found. I've got a new bit. It's take over the pet store.
Jeff. But when we find Jeff,
All right. Let's head to the bookstore.
To the bookstore.
Because knowledge is power.
As you step in, as you go towards the bookstore, sorry, I was pulling something up. You do see the bookstore. Totally not ominous. You see a sort of book and scroll shop. It is pretty well kept. The outside seems to be a sort of light brown and green. And inside you can see, it doesn't seem like there are any patrons in there, as people are, it doesn't seem as if anyone has passed into the store. You can see one person sitting at a desk in the front, but otherwise the store seems pretty deserted. It seems, walking in there, well the air is sort of soft and clean, and there's a sort of small breeze going through. It feels as if you're in a like tropical but warm but also like slight breeze sort of area. There's a soft scent of like seawater as you just walk around. Inside the bookstore.
That's
Yes.
nice.
I imagine seawater's good for books, but they do what they want to
Well,
do.
maybe the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh.
Should we ask at the counter for Jeff?
I think
Jeff's
that's a
location.
great idea. I'll like clap Eldridge on the shoulder. Like, brilliant idea, my friend.
It is a bit of a strong clap, but you are used to that. You did have a bit of a time with your Jotun friend who was much bigger than you. This doesn't feel nearly as bad as when he would smack you on the back. As gently as he could.
Alright. I will head to the front counter.
You see a young man there. He's got sort of white markings along his face, and his eyes are glowing blue with dark skin and dreadlocks behind him. As he says, "Of course, hello. Welcome to Mark of the Tale. How may I help you?" And you can see he's just reading a book.
Oh, hello. I've got a question for you. Have you seen a little duck come in? He's yellow, about this big, maybe a little bigger. He's got a helmet on and like a nice little pendant.
Oh, Jeff.
Like gold. Yeah. Have you seen Jeff?
Yeah, he went to the Lost and Found.
Alright. Where's that at?
The location changes all the time.
Wait, I do have some questions.
Oh?
How did you know its name was Jeff?
He told me.
Alright. Jeff can tell you if
But
he's
you said-
it's
How?
Jeff.
But you said, "Oh, you mean Jeff? I'm looking for a little duck." "Oh, you mean Jeff?" You said Jeff.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine there's a lot of ducks that wander around with a
There's
helmet
not-
and pendant
Do
on.
they
Yeah, there's
talk?
There's not usually, ducks with helmets and clothing on. That's usually pretty new to
Like
who walk
Canada.
into my
Jeff?
store and open
Yeah?
the door. Yeah, he came in here earlier. He was looking for a book.
Oh yeah, he likes
Wait,
to read.
okay, I'm gonna just drop the. So Jeff can talk.
Oh, Jeff can talk sometimes if he likes you enough. I mean, it's not like a little, talky talk, but
Is this a druid or is this?
no, he's just a duck. He's
A duck that can talk.
Oh, he can sometimes. He doesn't quite often. Well, I don't think he's a big fan of talking all the time. But
Is he a bit nervous about talking or
not always. Jeff just sometimes takes a moment to trust people. And so, once you're his friend, he'll talk your ear off. But, if he doesn't know you very well, he's pretty quiet. So this
Okay,
person's
so-
obviously trustworthy enough for Jeff to talk to them. So I think you're
Alright,
pretty trustworthy.
I have a good idea of how this goes then. Scene. So, do you know where Jeff is?
He's in the Lost and Found. I don't really know where the store is. It sort of changes locations, but we have there's a book, aisle 17, row 4. It'll teleport you to the Lost and Found.
Right.
Was
Jeff
I'm
able
just
to?
running that way.
Was Jeff able to pick up the book that he wanted, or?
It's here, and they sort of pick it up like, yeah, no, he just went to the Lost and Found. He didn't get a chance to, purchase this, but I don't know if that's what he was
How
looking
much
for.
is the book?
It sort of changes per person. Price is based on how much you need it. You don't really need it that much, so 2 silver. Jeff kind of really
Alright.
needed it, so 2 gold.
What would you like me to pay? I'll pay either or.
I'll take 2 gold.
All right. Well, I have 2 gold here. I'll go ahead and. He really needed it now.
Yeah, said it was important.
All right. Well, Jeff's my buddy. I'll go ahead. I'll hand over 2 gold and take the book and put it in my bag.
You do see that the cover of the book says Ducks and You.
Perfect.
Alright, okay. Well, 2 gold. If you're gonna use the teleports, please make sure to put the books back on the shelf before you're done teleporting.
Right. I appreciate it, my good friend.
And don't don't tell security that we have this. We're not supposed to know where the lost and found is.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I just came from a book for my friend.
Of course.
So, much appreciated. I hope you have a great day.
You
Okay,
too.
but
Tell
Duck
Jeff.
can-
Tell Jeff I said hi. He was so sweet. He gave me this little honey bun too. Anna's the sweetest.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty great guy. I'm a big fan of him. He's my best friend.
If he ever needs anything else, tell him to come by. We'd love to have him work here if he wants to. He's honestly a great salesman. He sold 2 books for me. Convinced 2 people to buy them.
He's real good like that. He's a pretty helpful duck.
So yeah, if Jeff ever wants to come by, ever,
Oh,
just send him
I'll
over.
let him
Hide
know.
in the background.
You just noticed that. Has anyone
Yeah,
seen Jeff?
the sign behind you says, "Has anyone
Yep,
seen Jeff?"
It's necessary, guys.
Has anyone
Yes,
seen
it's Jeff. Alright, well, I'm going to, aisle 17, row 4,
Mhm.
I'll follow you back. I think
Oh, sorry,
Chris
don't mean to leave
went-
you behind.
it's okay. I think Crystal went that way as well.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
I was
so, too.
already over there, just waiting there.
Mhm.
Don't mean to leave. Sometimes I get a bit one-track minded, and I apologize.
I'm continuing to limp, but like as I realize they're going much faster than me, I stop.
Mhm. As you get to row 17, aisle 17, row 4, apologies. You do see a good number of books. They each seem to have the names of different shops on them. You see Honey Bunny, Beastly Beauties. You see one that says the second-hand store and another right next to it that says the first-hand store. You see one that's labeled on the bottom Lifeway as if that was where it's supposed to be, and the book has been removed and it says no longer available.
I just flip off the area where it was as I'm going.
Y'all, this place is sketch as hell.
But you definitely
Your place of appointment,
You know-
sketch as hell, Hectic.
While I have the moment alone, since I darted off before everyone else, I'm finally gonna look at that letter from corporate.
Mm-hmm. So you open it?
Yeah.
As you open it, it seems to burst into flames. For a moment, kind of sting your hand, as it is definitely not regular fire, and instead hellfire. So you go, ah!
Right.
And you hear a voice whisper in your head, "Hello, employee number 27896. Thank you for opening your letter to corporate. It seems you have had 17 infractions this month. Now that just won't do. You'll
I
have
just broke a record.
Unfortunately, that does mean you'll have to have a call with the higher-ups. Now, when you have the time, I don't care when, please make sure to empty your mind and lay out some candles so that corporate may call you."
Higher ups or lower downs?
Dude, I'm
Higher
never
ups.
doing that. I'm never doing that.
Are you just a warlock to your fucking patron is corporate?
Should you choose to refuse speaking with corporate, we will unfortunately have to invade your mind.
Oh. Are you able
Wow.
to hear my thoughts right
Actually,
now?
a great concept.
That is such a brilliant concept.
We can't hear your thoughts right now. Again, thank you for working at Lifeway.
Wait, what's my time limit on this?
Time limit? You have 1 day.
Oh, fuck.
Now make sure to lay out those candles and speak with corporate. Now, if you fail, we will enter your mind, and should you fail again after entering your mind, you will have to speak with the highest of authorities. And that just won't do. Mr. Hades is very busy.
I'm sorry, what?
Mr. Hades,
Mr. Oh.
CEO of the company. He's very busy, and he does not have time for lowerlings.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
hell.
yes, of course. I'll see you soon.
Oh, and I just curl up, just like... Just rocking back and forth when the others arrive.
Concept. I really like it.
Crystal,
I'm a slave to capitalism. I'm living in hell.
are you alright?
I am a slave to capitalism and I am living in hell.
Alright.
You do see that in their hands just seems to be a little bit... The fire that's a little different than their own usual flames. It seems to be a more golden in color as it is just engulfed in their hands. And you see that it has traveled down from your hands to around your wrists and made little bracelets.
I am a
Right.
slave to capitalism and I am living in hell.
You know, I gotta say, my friend, I think in the future you should really read your contracts, sir. Sir.
There is
Sir.
That same cat folk.
that same catfolk is
Yeah.
they're currently sitting on top of the bookshelf and their tail is just sort of passing in front of you.
This is a different cat folk,
If
y'all.
I'm not talking to your microphone, but please.
Sir, if you would please.
And
Alright. So,
No. I'm going to lean down and just gently pat Christelle on the back and then place a pen into one hand and the piece of parchment into the other. If you sign this, it'll give you 10 gold. I gave you the 10 gold one. That could really help you at this time.
I don't know if
think
it will.
I'm supposed to.
Yeah, as you're holding it, you do see both the pen and the paper burst into hellfire.
Oh. That's
And-
the
You hear as the bracelets on your wrist light up and go, "Please no external contracts when working with Lifeway."
This is seriously the greatest fucking warlock patron ever.
I
uh,
hate everything.
I'm sorry.
None of you hear it, but you do. Christelle, you hear it in your head. All you see is that their bracelets light up a little bit.
Oh no.
I don't think you should handle the book, Krista. I mean no disrespect, but maybe
Take
one of us
the book.
should.
I just want my bracelet.
I look around at the ceiling. Can anyone give me back my pen? They'll take that out of my pay.
Alright. Well, I think that might be out of your pay there, friend. Ain't kind of burnt up.
Oh,
You'll have
crap.
a hell of a time to finding it.
You do.
So can I look for this lost and found book?
Yeah, you see it along the as a couple of the other books are going. You do see one labeled "Lost and Found."
I will take it off the shelf. Alright, are we all ready to go to lost and found?
Yes, maybe we'll find my pen there.
Well, that's a good point. You might find it there.
Yeah, I'm ready. I think.
Yeah.
Alright, I will go ahead and open the book.
And as you open the book, you do see what looks to be a swirling portal of red light. Sort of, it spans out of the book, and you each feel yourselves getting pulled into it.
As we get pulled in, can I re-shelve the book like we were told to?
It feels physically impossible. You were
Nope.
inside of a portal, and it's very hard to keep the book into the.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, oh, sorry.
Oh,
And sucked into the portal.
as we do that,
Covered up in Blinky.
I'm gonna move us over to the combat screen.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
great. I don't like that.
Why would you tell us that?
I mean, go ahead and check out your roll 20s.
Why would you use such words?
Where are you putting us?
Oh, nice.
Place yourselves somewhere over here towards the entrance, where I go boop, bloop.
Oh, great. I'm at my workplace.
Unfortunately, this is not Lifeway headquarters.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, God, it talks to you. Sorry, I'm going. I have to...
You have cat. Is making
Well, no, I
noise
have
with
to...
the-
Apparently, it... There it is. It, like, I don't know.
Is it a very horrible case of cat on lap syndrome?
Buddy, you're killing me. I love you, but...
It does feel like the worst case of cat on lap. Listen, you're stuck there forever. There's really nothing you can do about that. And as you are each standing there, you do see what looks to be someone all the way hanging out at the far end of the cavern. You can see large piles of weapons and gold, some skeletons that seem to be missing, a couple of... You do see some hands, Lumi. Unfortunately, they are first hands and not second hands.
I'll still take them for barter with the first-hand store.
And when you do pick up try and pick up a hand, you do see one of these sort of,
Jesus.
rush towards you.
Oh. Ah.
What
I
looks to
immediately
be
put the head back down.
a salamander.
That's a big salamander.
I put it down.
It backs off. And you hear a voice from behind you, or ahead of you go, right, only items you've lost may be reclaimed.
Alright. I will look around and go, Jeff, are you here, buddy?
You hear a soft quack. Quack.
Aren't I looking for a first hand? I am looking for a first hand.
Alright. Can I tell where that quack is coming from?
It seems to be coming from this pile of swords.
I'm gonna head right over there.
Excuse me? Where's my, bracelet?
You're wearing bracelets?
Not these. It's just a friendship bracelet.
I don't think you're allowed to have any of those at Lifeway.
Let's see. Oh, you work at Lifeway?
Yeah.
No.
I see. And have you all been reported for any infractions?
Yeah, I think I broke a record.
You hear, do you speak Abyssal?
Let me see. I do not.
I think I do. Hold on.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I speak primordial, apparently.
That? Well, no, that tracks. You're an elemental. So you do hear, I guess Lumi, if you're the only one who speaks Abyssal, unless, oh, no, Eldritch, you would speak Infernal. Do you speak Abyssal?
There's some.
There's some
Only
overlap.
Infernal.
Yeah, but there's some overlap. You understand maybe one or two words.
Okay.
But Lumi, you definitely hear, just in a booming voice in Abyssal, there are no members of Lifeway welcome here. Your eyes must be taken.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Seems like an extreme response.
They want your eyes, and not in the good way.
What?
You are viewers for Lifeway. They see through you.
No, dude, I don't want to work there anymore.
You hear a voice in your head. Well, that's just no good. You are a contract member of Lifeway. Please only use positive language when speaking of your workplace.
Jesus.
Is there a way to get my soul back? Is that maybe what I lost instead?
All souls are still under the use of their owner.
Free will?
Please check your contract to see if you have signed the free will clause.
Hope?
Please check your contract to see if you have signed the hope clause.
I don't have my contract on me.
Ooh, that's another infraction.
I was about to say, actually, that seems like an infraction. Please keep your contract with you at all times.
I wasn't told that.
It is said so in your contract.
I gotta read.
Well, my friend here could just leave.
I put my hand over my eyes. I just want my bracelet, please.
You see the salamander sort of walks up towards you. Well, you can't see, you're covering your eyes. But
Yeah.
as you're covering your eyes, the salamander sort of walks towards you. Eldritch, since you are behind them, you see the salamander burst into flames for a moment and sort of lick Cristal's face. You will take 1d4 fire damage, I believe halved since you are resistant to flames.
Yep.
So 3 halved to 1. You take 1 fire damage
Ow.
as it licks your face.
Hi, buddy. Thanks.
It sort of hisses at, not your face it seems, but the bracelets, the sort of external fire wrapped around your wrist.
Yeah, buddy, I hate these too.
Are we in initiative?
You have not committed an infraction that would require such initiative.
I'm looking for a first hand. It's a left hand.
Please present your lost and found cards, and your items may be reclaimed.
I will approach and
Oh,
I will
frozen.
do.
Izzy froze.
Oh.
You just said
We
I
were
will
able to hear
approach.
you you could approach.
Yeah, I will approach this person, who I assume is the person who is asking us things.
Yes,
Or...
they are the one.
and I will
is
hold
not
out the.
on the map, but you can see that they are sitting on a pile of gold. Unfortunately, the map does not have that.
Okay, and I will hand it to them.
And they sort of put it in their mouth.
Oh, okay.
A first hand. I see.
Yes.
And they sort of just they hold up their hand and slice it off. Here you are. And you see for a moment as you're staring at it, it's dripping a little bit of blood before it morphs into the hand you definitely remember seeing earlier. As another regrows on their arm.
I'll take it. Thank you.
First hand. And the others, what are you looking for?
Oh, hi. I'm looking for my friend Jeff. I'll hold up my little slip of thing as I look into this.
He raises his freshly regrown hand, and sort of the paper snaps into it, and he makes it. Oh, powerful creature. Conrock, go find the small duck. And you see this sort of flying demonic creature just dives head first into these swords and starts pulling them apart. And you hear just like small quacks from inside.
That's alright, Jeff. I hear you, bud. Just
Wah.
stay still. Be safe, buddy.
Wah,
Wah.
wah.
It's alright. Moving around like.
Yeah, after a couple of minutes, you see this. It looks like a flying sort of lizard cat creature. It steps out and it holds Jeff and then immediately drops him. It goes, and you can see that their hands burning as it touched Jeff.
I will pull out my battle axe like, oh, you better be careful with them, I swear. Don't hit my body, Jeff.
Jeff gives them a loud quack. He's like, ah!
Well, that's alright, buddy. And then I'll hold my other arm out to him.
And Jeff
Come here,
immediately climbs over and steps into your arms.
Got him.
Oh my
Say?
god. That
What?
was Jeff the whole time.
It was Jeff.
I was wondering why he sent that image.
Gotta pin it. It's Jeff.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Alright.
I gotta pin that picture of Jeff.
Hey, Eldridge, you think you can bring me over to that guy?
Are you okay? Do you want my help with the salamander? Or...
No, Salamander's cool, actually. Just, like, getting me over there. Cause, like, I don't want to
say
be...
he's a bit warm, really.
I don't want to be Lifeway's eyes to this place, so, like, if I don't see it, they don't have to see it, right?
Sure, yeah. And Eldridge will sort of reach out and grab,
Gladly follow you.
sort of take by the wrist.
As you
lead.
grab onto their wrist, you can definitely feel that whatever that bracelet is, it is definitely made of hellfire.
Yeah, probably a little, like, down here, dude.
We'll be okay.
Alright.
Crystal, just step where I step, if that makes sense.
Sounds good. I trust you, bud.
Okay.
Oh, you're about to fall into a pit of lava.
I've got more faith in Eldridge than you, dude.
You kid.
So we will approach, having collected and moved onward.
Mm-hmm. And as you approach, he sort of stares at you expectantly and goes, "Your tickets."
You
I
go
move.
first, Crystal.
All right. I try and like reach down, even though like the
You can cover your eyes with one hand.
I don't know if it's like actually like chained together or if I'm able to actually reach.
They're not chained together. It just seems as if both of them are circled in separate bracelets of hellfire.
And I just here.
You cannot tell, but Eldritch, you watch as he eats the piece of paper. A bracelet. Oh, friendship one. Quite kind. And you see he's sort of chewing before he just spits out a bracelet into his hand and hands it up to you, Christelle.
I don't see it.
There's a bracelet. Crystal,
Dude,
do you want me to
is it
pass it?
black and red with like a little black dragon on it?
It is black and red with a little black dragon on it.
It matches the description.
Perfect. Thank you so much, dude.
And Eldridge will take it and pass it backwards.
Gently, like,
sideways.
One hand, just try to like fiddle it back on.
You can see that the closer it gets to the hellfire, the brighter it sort of starts to get, as if it is going to melt.
Crystal, wait. It seems to be reacting to the fire.
Great. And I'm gonna pull it back.
I get it.
Put
It's
it in
an
the pocket.
outside contract of friendship.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, kinda. But I doubt that it's higher than the powers of Hades.
Which is why I think it will burn it if you put it onto your wrist. So it's probably best to put it in a pocket for now.
And I gladly do that.
Please no outside contracts when working with Lifeway.
Dude, that's some bullshit. They made me lose that.
Well, yeah, that sounds pretty sketch.
And you...
Ain't that right, Jeff? Yep, I agree. I'll pat his head. You're good boy, Jeff.
Do you give him gentle head pats?
Not gentle head pats, not yet, but I will pat his head because he's a good boy.
Okay. And you?
I'll let
You
them.
lose?
Does the kid.
This slip appeared to me while I was at the fountain, so I'm hoping you have something for me.
You see that he takes the piece of paper and puts it in his mouth.
Is this man just the light? Is this how this works? If I hand you paper, do you just eat it?
You see he spits out the ticket and it comes back out fully formed. That's new.
Are you the lost and found?
What is it? Yes. I am lost and I am found, and this is my home. For now.
Oh.
You see he sort of takes the ticket, just swaps it back and forth. That has never happened before. You've lost something. But I don't... Oh.
What? Can you help me?
You see he puts the paper back in his mouth and goes... It's not just lost. It's gone.
What
It's
did
never
you
happened
lose?
before.
Oh yeah, what's gone? What was it supposed to be?
Confidence.
Oh.
I can't really help with something that's not lost. You have it. It might be gone now, but it's still in there. But you'll need to find it. I can help.
Please. Where?
And you see he pulls a little vial, an empty vial out of his pocket, and then looks at it and goes, and closes one eye, and the other sort of just squirts a little red liquid out. And then goes, oh, painful. Stoppers it. Here, take this.
Thank you. Should I drink it now, or should I speak to?
One drop a day should help.
Thank you.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me, dude.
Eldridge will lift the stopper.
There's
and
about
go to
enough
drink.
for 2,000 drops.
What happens if I use it all?
Well, you'll have to figure that out.
Okay.
A metaphor. I'm beginning to think this whole thing's a metaphor. I lost my hand, and now I have all of you. You lost your friendship bracelet, and you found your friends along the way. And you need courage, which gets from going on this adventure. And you... Oh, just Jeff.
You just got your duck.
I got my friend back, but I found some new ones.
Perhaps it's because we're all a bit quackers.
Well, that was a pretty good one, don't you think, Sword Jeff? That was pretty funny,
And I
right?
thought this was hell.
Of course, right.
Alright, so we,
Eldridge, did you take a drop of that, by the way?
Just before he does, he will turn to his new friends. Do you think I should do it?
What do you think, dude? It's kind of your call to make.
Alright. Well, I agree.
I think Eldridge will take solace from his friends and take a drop.
Mm-hmm. And as you take a drop, you feel a little bit of it wash down your throat, and you don't feel any different, really. You feel warm inside, but you don't feel any different. You feel the comfort of these people around you. You remember how the kind words that Reyna gave you, the way you had felt with your previous party, and the way spending time with these people now has made you feel comforted and cared for. But it doesn't feel as if there is any fundamental difference inside you.
Eldridge will stand slightly taller, straighter.
Dude, did it work?
I think so. Yes.
Alright.
I think it's worked.
Well, that's fantastic. Good job there, buddy.
That's all we need to hear.
Are we free to go now? I got my Jeff, and I think
I
we
pull out
go...
a contract and I give it to this man. You know, if you just cut off your hand constantly, we might be able to make some deals.
Alright.
I've lost it. He drops it off to the side.
Alright.
I don't make deals with Otto or Dotto.
I wouldn't either.
Well, that's good to know. I guess I shouldn't make
Is
this
there any
deal.
way to lose this?
You'll need to speak to corporate.
I don't... Oh, yeah, alright. From what I've heard, I don't think your corporate's a very good, good
It was
entity.
nice knowing you guys.
Wait, is this the campaign? Are we gonna go save you from corporate?
Right? This is like me living out all of my retail dreams right here.
It was nice knowing you guys. I've got a date in hell to keep, I guess.
Why would you go
What?
to hell?
Yeah, this doesn't sound very fun there, bud.
Because Lifeway.
Hey, no, you'll just go to speak to Mr. Hades.
Hades!
The man?
Oh yeah, well, hey, look
Yeah.
at Hades the sword.
And,
So that's a bad pun.
Christo,
Okay.
make a religion check for me.
Okay. Oh, what is my religion? Oh,
I wrote
nice.
Mr. Higgins down instead of Mr.
Nice.
Hades.
That's a
Nice.
21.
With the 21. You're pretty sure there's no deity called Hades.
Oh.
But you do know, you don't remember much about your company. You'll be honest, you just kind of took this job because they were the only ones hiring at the best starter pay.
Eh.
But you're not really sure much about how this company operates or functions or who's in charge. You honestly hadn't heard the name Hades until today in any relation to your job.
Right, Hades contracts are pretty messed up, huh? Huh?
And if anyone
Huh?
would like to, you're welcome to make either a history or there's no lore skill in this.
That's just history, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
just
just
history
history.
check.
No.
Am I also able to make one or no?
You are able to make a history check at disadvantage, though.
No.
I threw Jeff. Oh, I got a 9. Jeff, how'd you do, bud? Nope, you lost your helmet there for
I
Molly.
got
That's it.
10.
That's a 6.
Yeah, Eldridge also got a 6.
Oh,
Pretty sure. Lovely. So none of you really have much information about Lifeway. You're pretty sure it's a kind of chill. I mean, you thought it was a pretty chill company, kind of boring, and definitely seems like it sucks to work there, but nothing nefarious. Just good, if generic, adventuring gear.
And now you know if you have 17 infractions, you have to go talk with
Well,
corporate.
To be fair, none of them have heard that. It's only been in your mind.
Yep.
They just know that you have cool bracelets, and we're told to talk to corporate.
No, I'm saying, now you know if you have 17 infractions, you have to go talk to corporate.
Right, so we're free to go now. No problem at all, right?
Mm-hmm. Please go. If you lose anything, don't. You'll have to return here. And please make sure to hand over your tickets.
I mean, you ate mine, so...
Yeah, you could.
When you lose something else, you'll get a new one.
Alright.
Okay.
Jeff, please don't let me lose you again, buddy. I was real scared. Oh, by the way, I picked up your book for you. It's in the bag.
What?
Yep. Yep. I'll pull out the book and hand it to Jeff, or show it to Jeff at least.
As you hand it to Jeff, you do see that the book sort of takes on a golden light and starts floating in front of Jeff as he sort of stares at it. You see the pages flip lately.
I thought you'd like that, good buddy. Do you want me to carry
Is
you while we
anyone
walk?
else going to say anything? Or are we just going to all stand here and look at this duck? Oh,
This
all right.
duck is everything.
Like I said, he's my best friend. You thought I was joking? Jeff, would you like me to carry you while you read, or did you want to walk and read? Sounds
Next
a
we're
little
gonna find out
dangerous.
that you're actually
Right.
3 kobolds in a suit. I don't understand.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Jeff. And, start heading out.
I'm gonna pat Eldridge on the shoulder, just, hey dude, about the whole confidence thing. I don't know if that shit's actually gonna help you, or if it's just some really good booze, but like, you know you got people here. People at this stupid ass mall that are gonna help you. Look at how many people were in love with you today.
You always have my hand.
Oh god.
And you got me and Jeff here to help you too. I mean, you're welcome to travel with us. Can't say we got any plans or anything, but well, I just got really country there for a moment. But yeah, Jeff and I, we don't mind the company, do we, bud?
And you always have the very helpful hands of Lifeway.
If you are choosing to recruit new members, please make sure to hand them a contract.
No, you are not getting a contract. You are not
sorry,
getting a
did-
contract. I'm not putting you into that. I will not put you into that hell.
Thank you, Crystal. I don't think I mentioned a contract, but I
Oh, no,
certainly...
They did. They did.
Oh. Okay. You guys have been really good and supportive, and you might be right, Crystal. This formula may not help, but you guys certainly will. So if there's a chance we can, you need my help in the future, just let me know and I'll be there. Same for you, Baxter, and maybe you, Lumi.
Well, I appreciate that, my friend.
I appreciate the maybe.
And as that's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Skip every combat.
You did skip
We
every
avoided
combat.
Hell yeah.
How many were there?
There were a good number. Each
shit.
store had every store, but I think Honey Bunny you were available to fight in.
Oh damn!
Every single store there was a fight available, and each of you were
Fuck.
like, "Nah, fuck it." You could have fought those kids. You could have fought the guards. You could have fought anyone inside of the animal shop or any of the animals.
We went nope.
I was about to throw hands at the temple.
You could have fought at the temple. You could have fought. There was going to be a fight that was going to brew between two warring beliefs, and Lumi successfully neutralized that.
Turned it into a marriage contract.
So, really, any fight. Honestly, I wrote in Honey Bunny as a restoration point, but you didn't need it. You were good.
Oh my
Wearing that
god.
armor.
A lot of fun.
I made all of this for Jeff.
Yeah, also, that is. All of that is Jeff. But thank you again
I-
for.
Why? Why do we avoid so much combat?
You're too
You're
good
so
at
good at
talk-
avoiding
You
contracts.
guys are just too good at talking things out. Shit,
Yeah.
But
All
all
right.
right. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for checking us out here at Awfully Queer Heroes. You can find us. I believe our next stream is going to be on
It's gonna
Aldrich
be another
Academy.
HQH. No, it'll be another HQH.
Okay, it'll be
It's
another
another
AQH.
It'll be Saturday, and then we will be doing another Sunday on the 4th.
Aldrich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we will see you then. Please make sure to tune in and say hello for more wacky shenanigans and fun ad reads. Thank you to my lovely cast for all being here and giving the best performances.
And thank
You're
you to
welcome.
our wonderful DM
Yes, you
for
are awesome.
absolutely
Yeah, thank you.
guiding us through a hilarious tale.
Y'all are fucking wild over here. And if you stuck around for this entire time, thank you as well. We will see you next
Except
time.
for you, you know who you are.
If you work at Lifeway, you know who you are. Alrighty. Well, thank you all. Have a great
Capitalism,
day,
and
night.
I'm living in hell.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thanks so much,
Bye.
guys.
That was
Good
wild.
night.
Good night.